Stand up, New York Giants fans. 2 more games to go in
this
atrocity of a season, but we're used to it as Giants fans. This is kind of how it's been every year, except for the one last year. You know, we've played meaningless games down the stretch. But Baddog, Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to everybody. Thank you guys for being here.
Yeah, Happy New Year to everybody out there. And if we didn't see you since last before Christmas, hope everybody had a great Christmas. Obviously, Chris and I took that day off. It's Christmas. But that ended up being a pretty good game. Obviously, the Giants got screwed against Philadelphia. Not that it really matters, but we did. And we all know that the officiating favors teams. We saw it last night with the Cowboys. It happens all the time. The Cowboys, Eagles, certain teams get all the calls. When you're a good team, you get favorable calls. And when you're the Giants, you do not. And it's been that way for a while, even when we were good. But yes, Happy New Year to everybody out there. Thank God this Giants season is almost over. It has been a disastrous season. I can only speak for myself, but I know a lot of Giants fans probably did come in here with high hopes after last year, first year under Brian Daboll. Daniel Jones looked like he took a major step forward. The team won a playoff game. We expected a lot better, and we got a lot worse. So we're going to finish out the season with the best channel on YouTube, the best fan base in the world, even though it's been contentious on Twitter. But still, it's all because we're very passionate. We just want what's best for this team. Yeah. And hopefully Joe Shane does what's best for this team in the draft. That's really all we can hope for.
Yeah, I was stunned at last week. I thought it was going to be a blowout. Obviously I was enjoying Christmas with the family, but I thought it was going to be a blowout. I thought there was no chance we'd keep that close. I thought that was a lot more telling about the Philadelphia Eagles, though, than the New York Giants. We didn't even play very well in that game, and we still had a chance to win. So I think the Eagles are kind of falling off here at the end of the year.
Yeah, I agree. And I see people in the chat, and I agree with you, why are you playing? Even Jimmy Johnson said that in the pregame, why are you playing Tyrod Taylor? You know what you have in Tyrod Taylor. Let Tommy DeVito play. I agree. I don't know what the point is of playing. Listen, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Danny, Tommy DeVito gives you a better chance to win, because I don't believe he does. I do believe Tyrod Taylor gives you a better chance to win the game, and I understand that they're going to try to win the game. I get that. However, Tyrod Taylor is not coming back here next year. And if you're going to use Tommy DeVito in any capacity next year, think about using him in any capacity. You at least want to get him snaps. You want to get him experience, don't you? Isn't that how quarterbacks grow and develop? You put them out there against NFL competition. So, he was 3-3 as a starter. Granted, yeah, our team played some bad teams. I don't think the Packers are a bad team. That was a great game. But I think that the last 2 weeks, from what I saw from Tommy DeVito, and we talked about this with Patty on Friday, is I believe that Tommy DeVito's star really rose fast. I don't know if he knew how to handle it. Obviously, his agent didn't know how to handle it. Yeah. And I think that Tommy DeVito started to play a little bit too cautious, like, I don't want to ruin this. I don't want to make a mistake. I don't want to throw 3 interceptions. Whereas when he first came out, nobody knew who he was. He was just slinging the ball around.
Yeah.
I feel like he was way too cautious the last, 6 quarters against New Orleans and against Philadelphia, where he didn't want to make a mistake. And he was very, very, he wasn't aggressive at all. So I understood him getting benched against Philadelphia, but I would have started him today.
Yeah, I'm at a point where I really don't care. Either way, I don't think we're going to win whoever starts a quarterback. But yeah, I get the sentiment that what do you have to lose? Taylor's not going to be back here next year. But for Taylor, this is a huge game. You look at all the injuries around the league this year. You have to figure backup quarterbacks are going to be at a premium next year. You look at what Joe Flacco's doing with the Browns. So if you're Tyrod Taylor today and over the next 2 weeks, you feel like you have an opportunity to make a lot of money. If he's able to play well these last 2 weeks. So for him individually, I think it's a big game today. But yeah, I agree. As a fan, I probably would have preferred to continue to see DeVito because, do we really care at this point if we win or lose? I'd rather get to see if the young quarterback could continue to develop into a potential backup, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it tells you everything you need to know about DeVito. I obviously Daboll probably doesn't feel he's going to be the backup next year. Otherwise, he would be out there.
Yeah, that's a good point. And yeah, as fans, that's what we want, but we don't play the games, and they do want to try to win as much as fans like, we got to tank. And I understand that philosophy, especially this time of the year. I don't care if they win or lose. I mean, I'm not going to root for them to lose, but I don't care one way or the other. And yeah, these guys, like you said, Tyrod's playing for, a job next year. A lot of these guys are playing for jobs, and that's what they do. It is their job. So they're going to go out there and play their ass off. If they're not here next year, they're going to try to play, catch on somewhere else to get a contract. So it makes all the sense in the world to try to win the game. And that's a great point. Maybe they don't believe that Tommy DeVito is a future backer. Maybe they saw enough and go, this kid's not going to be it. And or maybe, listen, I'm not going to sit here and speculate. Yeah, I will speculate the hell with that. I will speculate. I will. I think that means, I'll be honest, if they don't look at Tommy DeVito and don't think he's the backup next year, I truly believe the Giants are going to draft the quarterback. What else is the point of this? If you draft the rookie quarterback, Daniel Jones back, your rookie's going to be your backup.
Yeah.
You're not going to carry.
I mean, I suppose it's possible they could sign a veteran, like somebody brought up in our stream with Patty, like a Tannehill, if they weren't going to. Like, I'm not going to say 100% we're drafting a quarterback, but that's clearly where I'm at too. Like, I'm heavily leaning we're going to be taking a quarterback in this year's draft because for all the things we've talked about.
Yeah, I just think it makes too much sense for Joe Shane and his future more than anything else, right? And yeah, I mean, listen, nobody's going to sit here and go, we're going to come out, we're going to have the rookie, all of a sudden I'm going to win 12 games. That's not, I think some people get that misconstrued, where the guys that want a new quarterback as opposed to the guys and girls that don't. So they go, you just think a rookie quarterback's going to fix everything. No, I don't think any Giants fan believes that if you draft a Drake May or a Caleb Williams or a Jaden Daniels, that they're going to come in and we're going to be a 12-win team. But you have to start somewhere. And if you're going to rebuild, which we're kind of in the process of rebuilding, you're going to need a quarterback eventually if you don't think the one you have is the future of the Giants. You got to do that eventually. Nobody thinks that that's the only problem.
Of course. It's not even close to the only problem. But yeah, at the end of the day, when you also have to ask yourself, it's a matter of opportunity. If you love a quarterback in this year's draft class, when's the next time you're going to be picking this high in a class with quarterbacks that are projected to be this strong? So that has to come into play too. You don't know. You don't know if you're going to get another opportunity like this. So I do think they'll seize the opportunity if the opportunity comes. Obviously, we're more than likely going to need a trade partner. So you can't force teams to trade down. But if there's an opportunity, I do think they're going to go up and get a quarterback. Yeah,
I agree. Again, I like the one person on Twitter when I put that Drake May post up. I like the one person that said, that's a mediocre quarterback. What are you talking about? It's not it's one of the strongest quarterback classes we've had in a long time. And like you mentioned, some Giants fans are like, we can get a quarterback in the second round. You can't push it back. You don't know that you're going to get a quarterback in the second round. And if you really like a guy, you get him. It does not matter what it costs.
Yeah.
This is what a GM does. You got to be aggressive. You got to go out and get your guy. And at the same time, if they don't like the trade value or they don't like a quarterback, they can't just take one to take one. You can't do that either.
Yeah.
So there's all a bunch of Twitter and social media GMs. Of course, we're a couple of them. Everybody has their own theory on what the Giants should do. But at the end of the day, it's Joe Shane's decision. It's Joe Shane's job. We have to trust that he's going to make the best decision for the Giants, whatever the hell that may be. I'm all in for a quarterback in the draft. If he doesn't take one, I'm not going to get pissed off. I'm going to say, okay, well, he decided that we had to go in this direction, and we'll see how it works out.
Or maybe just the opportunity wasn't there.
Right.
Maybe Arizona wasn't willing to trade down, or maybe Arizona didn't want to trade all the way down to 5. Maybe they preferred to trade down to 3 or 4 so they could still get Marvin Harrison Jr. So you don't know. You can't. That's why I'm like, do I think we're going to try? Yes, but I don't know if it's going to happen. Like, I'm leaning it will, but it's not a guarantee.
Right. So again, you just got to trust in whatever Joe Shane's vision is. People are like, you got to fix the old line. We've been trying to fix that for 10 years. It's, people are like, there's no guarantee in the quarterback. There's no guarantee in anybody you take. And like I said, I've said this a million times. You don't know we could take Drake May. He could be asked. We could take Caleb Williams. He could be asked. Take Jane. Any quarterback could take it. Suck. You don't know what that guy's going to be. But we do know what Daniel Jones is. We've seen it for 5 years, and we know that he's had serious injury problems. And we know that he took another step backwards when he was healthy this year. And as much as that has to do with him, it has to do with the team around him. I've said this all the time. Like you mentioned, it's a bad relationship. It just is. It doesn't work with these two. I truly believe if Daniel Jones went to a better situation, he'd be a lot better. The fact of the matter is, the situation here with the Giants hasn't gotten better since he's been here. And it doesn't look to get better. You can sit there and say, draft Joe Alt. You don't know. He could come in and suck. He could be Evan Neal. How do we know? Yeah. You don't. That's the thing. You don't know with anybody. You could take Marvin Harrison Jr. He could be a bust. You have no clue. You only know what we have and what we've seen. So, you have to take a swing at this, especially if you're a young, aggressive GM. You want your guy. I feel like they're going to get their guy one way or the other.
I do too. Like if I was a betting man, I'd be betting on the Giants are going to trade up and get a quarterback. But we'll know come April, or maybe even before April. Maybe they'll make a move before the draft. But we'll see. We'll see soon.
Be something.
It could certainly happen. The Jets did it a couple of years ago with Darnold. It certainly could happen.
Let's get first things first. Let's pay the bills. I actually don't have a Body Armor Sport Water here, but of course today's Giants Rams game brought to you by, yes, that's right, Body Armor Sport Water. We all know Body Armor Sport Water is an alkaline water with a pH 9+ and a proprietary electrolyte formula with a wide mouth for easier hydration. Body Armor Sport Water is built for all-day hydration for the athlete and all of us. Make sure you get some of that. I love the zero sugar body armor that they have. They need to make Mamba Forever a zero sugar drink so I could get that. But the kiwi strawberry is really good. Body Armor is good stuff. I drink it at the gym all the damn time. Saves me going to the damn water fountain. Also brought to you by, let's see, I still have this little floaty here. There it is. Also brought to you by MyBookie.ag, third year in a row. They've come on board to sponsor the channel. Really appreciate them. If you want to bet on today's game or some other games or bowl games, whatever the hell you want to bet on, go to mybookie.ag, do it there. You open up an account, use the promo code Baddog in your initial deposit. They'll give you all the way up to $200 cash deposit bonus. What's better than free cash? I don't know. Free cash is always a good thing. But you can go there. You can bet on any sport you want to. You can play some, table games and all that other stuff that they have there. You can bet on politics, which that should be fun, right? And as I said before, you can bet on television shows. Now, I can't use MyBookie because they sponsor me. But I don't know how the hell you bet on a television show, but you can bet anything, anywhere, anytime at mybookie.ag. Just as always, and I always like to give you this disclaimer, please bet responsibly. Never bet more than you can afford to lose. And if you do lose, do not continue to bet to try to get yourself out of the hole. That's just a way to get in trouble. So if you're going to bet, do it responsibly, but do it at mybookie.ag. All right, let's get to some of these super chats. Mike, good to see you, buddy. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate this. Happy New Year, Baddog Up Tainah. Unfortunately, I had the flu and a very bad stomach bug, but I'm feeling a lot better than I was. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yeah, happy New Year to Mike, man. Been a long-time subscriber of both of ours. Always appreciate you and everybody else. Shout out a couple people in here now. SW Lion, Ryan Petrick in the chat, Edwin in the chat, Weirwood in the chat. Thank you to all you guys. Hope you guys are all having a great New Year. And, yeah, like Baddog said, get better soon, Mike. I actually was a little sick about a week ago, so hope you're feeling better, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, listen, 'tis the season to be sneezing. It all goes around. It's cold. It's the truth. It's cold. You have the windows closed. You're trapped inside. You go to work. People are sick. You're going to get – it's just the way it is. It's always like that in the great Northeast and pretty much any cold weather climate where you're jammed inside. Knock on wood, I rarely ever get sick, and you would think I would. The fact that I have a young kid that goes to school and he's got to be bringing home a bunch of crap, and I go to the gym most days, and you'd think there's a lot of crap in there as well, but luckily for me, I usually stay pretty healthy. When I say that, I'm getting sick now. Queez, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. Says Dallas Detroit officiating crew got demoted. No playoffs. Good.
Yeah, I told Baddog before I didn't get a chance to watch that game. I watched it after the fact. I saw the highlights and I saw all the plays that people were going crazy about. Yeah, it was definitely not we've come to expect that in the NFL. Year over year, the officiating just seems to get worse. But I told Baddog before the stream, and he brought up a good point, but I was stunned after I watched back the replay. After that first penalty, when they went for it on 2, to still go for it on 2, go for 2 from the 7-yard line. And I know that Parsons jumped off sides, but if you're Campbell there, you have to figure that's like a 10% chance of success. Dallas just saw your formation the play before. You're on the road. It's from the 7. I was stunned that they didn't take the extra point there.
I was too. Like I told Chris, I said the only thing I could see is they didn't want a chance overtime getting somebody hurt. They can't be worse than the 3 seed. They could have got up to the number 1 seed, so they tried to win the game right there. But it made all the sense in the world. I didn't understand why they were not kicking an extra point from the 7, but Dan Campbell's aggressive, went for it. I'm not going to kill him for that. He's been a great coach. The Lions have had a great year. That call was terrible. There was also a hold on Amon-Ra St. Brown that they didn't call on that drive as well. We all know Dallas gets favorable calls. As Giants fans, we've seen that a million times. The Eagles get favorable calls. When you're a good team, you get favorable calls. Of course, the Lions are a good team, but they're in Dallas. If that was in Detroit, it would have been a different story. I remember when they played in the playoffs, was it 2000? It was a long time ago, but I remember there was a ton of bad calls against Detroit in that game too. Yeah. So it's just like, Detroit doesn't make the NFL money.
Oh, was that the year that Barry Sanders took him to the NFC title?
No. It was like 2014 or 2015.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of bad calls. Barry Sanders, they kicked Dallas's ass, Barry Sanders, but there was a lot of bad calls. But Dallas makes the money. Detroit doesn't. Doesn't matter how good Detroit is. They're not making the NFL the money. You got to have Dallas in there. Of course, it's a business. We know this. The freaking business.
There's a chance they'll get a rematch in the playoffs, and it would probably be in Detroit. So we'll see.
It'll be interesting. But my favorite part of that game was watching it with my son and him cheering against Dallas. that was awesome. And when they got the 2 points, he was so happy. And then I saw the flag. I'm like, "Oh, buddy, they're taking it back." He goes, "Why'd they do that?" I go, "Because it's Dallas. They just give them all the calls." He's learning, but he knows to cheer against Dallas. He knows to cheer against Dallas and Philadelphia. That's number one.
Well, he's already halfway there to being a great Giant fan.
That's correct.
Half of our fan base doesn't cheer against the Eagles, so he's above them already.
Right. So we listen. He knows to cheer for the Giants. And he knows we hate Dallas and Philadelphia. He knows. So we give him the basics, and then we try to work on the rules. Obviously, when you're 6 years old, the rules of the NFL are going to be extremely complex because, quite frankly, I don't understand some of the damn calls they make. Like, he's like, "Why did they do that?" I'm like, "Good question, buddy. I don't know why they did it." Because they're playing Dallas. I don't know. Weirwood Net, thank you so much. He says, "Happy New Year, Baddog and Chris, the mods and chat from England. Let's hope for a better 2024. Let's go, Big Blue." Well, thank you for watching.
Appreciate you for being here, man. Thank you.
5:49 over there. So, getting closer to the new year. For you guys and girls that are going out tonight, just make sure you, especially you young ones, have fun. Just be responsible. You
got no excuses nowadays. It's so easy with Uber and Lyft. You got no excuses.
Correct. No excuses. Yeah, when I was younger, they didn't have that. The cell phones were kind of prehistoric when I was making the scene. And I never drank it. I never did that. Did some other stupid things, but I never did that. I never got behind the wheel of a car when I had to wait.
Not that there was excuses then, but even more so today. No excuses.
You had to actually get on the phone. You had to go to a pay phone. You had to call a cab. You had to look at the phone book. And that's how old I am.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it was good times. Nowadays, like I've said before, I have the Lakers after this, and after that game's over, I'll just go upstairs and lay on the couch and watch Twilight Zone until I fall asleep. That has become my New Year's. At almost 50 years old, we don't do much. But Happy New Year to everybody out there. Like I said, just have fun, be safe. Toasty, thank you for the super chat. He says, "Trivia, only one player from either side of the 2007 NFC Championship game is still in the league. Who is that player? Hint, he played in the NFC East."
Only one player from either side of the 07 championship game. So that's
Packers,
Giants, Packers. 07 Giants, Packers. Crosby, right? He played for the Giants last week. Was he the kicker on that Packers team?
Yes.
I think he was, right?
Had to be.
If he was, I think it's Mason Crosby. Did I get that right?
I think he did. I don't know. It's a good question. Those are tough. That Toasty comes up with the off the wall ones. Edwin, thank you for the super sticker. It's a little video game thing. He's saying hit the thumbs up. And hit the thumbs up if you haven't done so. That's always good. Make sure you subscribe to Chris. Links in the description below.
So people saying in the chat you skipped the super chat. Let me see which one it is. I want to make sure you get it.
I see it. Dare to Goater, thank you for the super chat. He says, "Off topic, but I'm a Raptors fan, and I'm pretty shocked about the OG trade. Don't want to get off topic. Any quick thoughts?" Go ahead, Chris. I gave my thoughts last night.
The more I've let it sink in, obviously as a Knicks fan, when you first hear it, you're shocked. And I'm not going to judge the trade based off of prior trades they could have made. I saw people on Twitter being like, oh, you could have got Donovan Mitchell for a similar package, even though it would have been more. You would have. We didn't even give up a first-round pick in the trade.
Right.
So it did not equate to that for me. But, yeah, when I let it sink in, listen, I look – as much as I liked R.J. Barrett and wanted to root for R.J. Barrett, he seems like a really good guy. I do think he has talent, but he's never come close to reaching the potential that Knicks fans thought he was going to reach. And the one thing that always stands out to me when I watch R.J. Barrett play, he's a player that he doesn't think. He never has a plan when he's going to the hoop. He's just out of control. He has a lot of tools, but he's just never developed into a consistent player for the Knicks. Quickly's the guy we're going to miss, but obviously the Knicks didn't view Quickly as a guy that they were going to give a big contract to. Otherwise, it would have been done already. So they probably identified Anunoby as a guy that fits this team better. He's an elite defender. And as a Knicks fan, I got to see what we do after this, whether it be another trade from within this year or next year. But I actually think we're closer to winning a championship. But we need another player on top of it. I don't think Barrett was ever a guy that could have been a third or fourth option on a championship team. So I actually like the trade, but I need to see what else comes from it.
Yeah. Like I said, I liked it. I didn't love it. I hate giving up IQ. RJ Barrett, the writing was on the wall. I mentioned this when you put that on Twitter. RJ Barrett and Daniel Jones are the same. And it's funny because they both went to Duke. It is amazing. They both got contracts. They both never lived up to their potential. They both seem like great guys. It's not like they're a terrible character. They never achieved what, and this is a tough market. I thought RJ was going to get traded eventually. I love Emmanuel Quickley. He's one of my favorite Knicks. He always has been. But with the addition of Jalen Brunson, like you said, there's really no path for him to get a big contract, come off the bench. They're going to miss that instant offense off the bench. I loved Emmanuel Quickley, and I hated to see him go in the trade, but it makes sense. You do. You get a 3-and-D guy. You get a guy that plays elite defense. Defense is a very underrated aspect. Anybody that grew up, granted the game is much different, but anybody that grew up when I did, or, was a teenager in the 90s and saw those Knicks teams, we won with defense. We didn't win the championship, but they had, outside of Ewing, they had no other second option. Starks was extremely, sporadic. He could be really good. He could be really bad. By the time they got Allen Houston, Ewing was kind of on the way out, dealing with a lot of injuries, and they had Houston, Sprewell, and they were a really good team, but again, the Knicks won with defense. That's what they did. So it is an underrated aspect. Even me, who calls the Laker games, knows that in 2020, when the Lakers won their title, it was because of their defense. Yeah, they had Anthony Davis and LeBron James, but JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard, the Lakers are the best defensive team in the league when they won the championship. Yeah. Defense is very underrated in the NBA. So Anunoby is a great addition. But like you said,
I also want to respond to Rick Simmons, who says, close to winning a championship, Chris. You were such a homer. You're nowhere close. Nowhere did I say we're close to winning a championship.
You just said Barrett wouldn't be the option
to winning a championship, and there's more moves that need to come. The Knicks are nowhere near winning a championship.
I think they're where they were last year. I think they're a second round oust. I think they could be good enough to get out of the first.
We're closer doesn't mean we're close. We're closer. That's that was the key word in that word. We need a superstar, and that's not easy to find.
Yeah, exactly. I keep saying that they need a real guy to go with Jalen Brunson, who is one of the best moves the Knicks have ever made. It's unbelievable how good he's been. David, thank you for being a member for just over 3 years, brother. Appreciate that, my man. Where are we? Toast. There it is. Toasty says current Giants kicker Mason Crosby.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, after I thought about it, I'm like, oh yeah, he played for the Giants last week, and I'm pretty sure he was the kicker in that game.
David, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Oh, Mark Sanchez in the booth. Oh, Jesus. Maybe he can go out and butt fumble for us. Hey, listen.
I disagree, Rick, who says we're not closer. I think Barrett was holding us back, especially with his contract. I do think we're closer, but we're still not close. We need another star, but we're allowed to disagree.
Yeah. I was going to say, just looking at Mark Sanchez, it's ironic because Giants, we're talking about getting a quarterback and we need a quarterback and all that stuff. It's not easy to find a quarterback. Just ask the Jets. They've had, since Mark Sanchez in 2009, he was a top 5 pick. Darnold was a top 5 pick. Wilson was a top 5 pick, and none of them worked for them. So it's hard. You got to find the right guy, and then you got to find the right GM to build around the guy the way he needs to be built around. Jets never did it. So it just shows you it's not easy to get that guy.
Yeah.
David, thank you, brother. He says, happy almost New Year's. Happy New Year's, everybody out there. Just 2 games and this horrible season. Yes, sir. I can only hope things will get better, but we do need a quarterback. DJ is clearly not the answer. Also, Cowboys got lucky. Lions got screwed. Agreed. Agreed.
Yeah, I can't disagree with anything that you just said there, David.
Edwin, thank you for the super sticker. This bump. There we go. Thank you so much, Edwin. Really appreciate it, my man. The super stickers always crack me up. Alex, thank you so much. Says Happy New Year to both. Happy New Year.
Happy New
Feliz
Year,
Año Nuevo. I hope I said that right because I know habla español, but he says, hope you have a great night and thank you. I will because I'm not doing anything. I'm old and I just relax. When I was
you're going to enjoy your Twilight Zone. What channel is the Twilight Zone's on?
Sci-Fi Network. 680 on Flies. Yep. Yeah.
Such an underrated show. Such an underrated
show. I was watching one with my son last night, and after the game was over, it's the Eye of the Beholder one where she's normal and everybody else is a freak.
I know that one.
He loved that. He loved that. He's like, Daddy, I want to watch more. I'm like, yeah, he's me. My son is so me. It's not. He's so hyper. It's me. I mean, I told my wife years ago. So you want to have a child? I'm telling you, he's going to be a boy, and he's going to be exactly like me, and that is exactly what she got. So,
I can't believe when I heard about it. That show was only on air for 5 years.
Yeah, it went from 1959 to 1964, I believe.
Yeah, I was watching a documentary on Disney Plus about the ride, and they went into details about the show. And yeah, only 5 years for like such a epic classic show. I thought it would have been around a lot longer than that.
But there's a lot of episodes. It's like 164 episodes. Then he went to do Night Gallery, Rod Sterling, which wasn't as good as Twilight Zone, but it wasn't bad. I love the Twilight Zone though. Giants Chronicles podcast. Thank you so much. What free agent wide receiver were you like? Pittman, Higgins. I like T. Higgins if they were going to go with a free agent wide receiver, but he's going to make a shitload of money. They have to pony up.
Both those guys are going to. Pittman's having a good year too. Both those guys are going to make a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I would prefer the draft rather than spend. If the Giants are going to spend big this offseason on a single player, I would prefer the edge, honestly. I'd rather get a wide receiver in the draft. I think you could get value there, but hey, we'll see what they decide to do.
B. Chris, thank you so much for being a member 8 months. Happy New Year to everybody from Germany. Yes, I think Germany's also 5 hours ahead of us, maybe 6. It is early evening in Germany. Let's hope for another playoff run next year. Let's hope so, man.
Happy New Year's, Chris.
Last year was so exciting. Being able to do a couple of playoff games.
Oh, it was great.
Was amazing. It was so much fun. Especially the Minnesota game. That was obviously really, really good. Bob, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Happy New Year to my 2 favorite guys. I appreciate that. Next year, bank on it. Bank on it. Deontay Banks on it.
Banks are open today. Banks are open today.
They are?
No Deontay Banks.
Oh, I didn't know that he wasn't playing.
Yeah, he's not playing today. Yeah.
Oh, good. Well, if you got Nakua in your fantasy league, you're going to kick some ass. Johnny, thank you for this super chat. He says, Happy New Year's, guys. Don't teach little Baddog too late. I've already taught him. Teach your children well. Who sings that? Crosby, Stills, and Nash? Who's that singing? Teach your children well. What's that song? Somebody's got to know that song.
I don't know. That I'm not sure.
I think it was Crosby, Stills, and Nash. I could be wrong. But they say teach your children well, and I did. I taught my child to hate the Eagles, and he's learning, and he's a very smart kid, and he knows already. So he knows, Johnny. He sees the Eagles losing, and he claps. He loves it. He's just like me. I'm telling you. He has no choice. He doesn't need to be a Knicks fan. I chose the Knicks.
Any Giants fan that's not teaching their kids to hate the Eagles, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the first rules of being a Giants fan.
I just love when he cheers against them. It's just hilarious to me. He doesn't really know anything about football. He just knows that he knows the score, like he can read the numbers. And he just knows, like he doesn't understand what a 2-point conversion is. You don't know any of that stuff yet, but he knows when a team is ahead of Dallas or Philadelphia, he cheers. It's pretty funny, to be honest. He's like, yeah, Daddy, the Lions are winning. It's just funny. But, Johnny, you're the man. We appreciate you, buddy. You're one of the better Eagle fans out there. He says, there's one reason you hate my Eagles because we're a lot of, like, we beat y'all. I've hated him since Buddy Ryan. Buddy Ryan's a major reason why I hate the Eagles. Him putting bounties on Lawrence Taylor and all this other stuff. I always hated Buddy Ryan. And then I hated Donovan McNabb because I hate Syracuse. And it just fueled my hatred for Philadelphia. Dallas, I'll definitely tell you, I hated Dallas more when they were winning, when they had the dynasty. Yeah, I really hated Dallas at that point. And they're pretty much neck and neck. But Philadelphia's got a little bit. I hate Philadelphia with every fiber of my being. I hate Dallas with maybe one less fiber of my being.
Yeah, I definitely hate the Eagles more, but I hate them both as much as possible.
Yeah.
They're rivals. You're supposed to hate your rivals. They're our rivals. We hate them.
But we love you, John.
That's
You're
a sign of respect, by the way. You shouldn't like your rivals.
Right. But
The fact that we like the fact that we don't hate Washington speaks to the Washington hasn't really been a threat to us.
Yeah, it's fact. Mark, thank you so much. Says what happens today will determine how much we give up to move up to number 3. Go Rams.
Or 2 or 1, Mark.
Right. I think the Rams are going to win. The Rams have been red hot, and no Deontay Banks. Matt Stafford's been great. Pakanakua has been unbelievable. Cooper Kupp. This is a good team. The Rams can be dangerous.
Getting hot. They are getting hot down the stretch.
Zach, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Says Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you both. Thank you, Zach. And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody out there. Hope we smash the Eagles last game of the season, make them lose first place, and watch them collapse into next year. Also, shout out Corey Webster. That's right.
And the Rams will start with it at the 25 as they take a fair catch at the 6. Yeah, so Webster retired as a Giant. He came back. He signed with the Giants.
He did. I didn't say nothing about him not giving me the picture. I always joke around about that. He did sign my helmet, though. He did sign the helmet. He just never took the picture with me. Paul, thank you so much. His Cowboys beating the Lions was a .008 strength, the schedule strength for the Giants. Might help. Also, the Cowboys lost their 5 seed. They could rest their starters versus Commanders. True, but then the Eagles could rest their starters against us, too.
Stafford coming out in the gun, looks right, throws right. He's got, I think it's Higbee, as he stiff arms Adoree Jackson. He's thrown out of bounds for about 15.
Yeah, good start. Good start with the Giants. You're like a split second ahead of me.
Oh, let me pause it then. I don't want to ruin this great game for you.
I know, please. I need to see this in my own eyes. You wouldn't ruin anything anyway. I just sit back and listen to you call the game. Note Boom. That's a great last name. Note Boom.
They got some good names on this team. Note Boom, Nachua. They got some good names on this team.
Yeah.
Stafford out of the gun. Giants with a 5-man front showing blitz. Higbee in motion right to left. He'll take the snap. Stafford drops back, throws, hits his man in the slot. Pickup of 7 as he's wrapped up by Simmons and McLeod.
Yeah, already you see the Rams easily moving the ball through the air. The Giants defense, I still want Wink to come back. I like Wink Martindale a lot. This team, we've talked about it with Patty. We need an edge rusher really bad, without question. The Giants have a hard time getting there with their front 3, front 4. It's been really difficult. They really only get pressure when they blitz. They got to find guys that can get there with 4 guys, so they're not taking all those chances in the secondary. For
draft pick purposes, I'm assuming it's accurate. Queasy said the Pats just returned the kick for a touchdown.
Who did?
Which is good. Stafford out of the gun, man in motion. Stafford takes the snap, looks right, throws right, got a man caught at the sticks, out of bounds for a pickup of 4 and a first down for the Rams.
Oh, yeah, I should put that up. I should put the scores up here. Oh, I should put the scores up. They got nothing updated yet on ESPN. Refresh. Nope, still nothing up there. Who returned a kickoff for a touchdown?
Apparently, according to Queasy, the Patriots did. And they did. I see it now. They did. 7-0 Pats on the Bills.
All right. Well, the Pats beat the Bills the last time they played.
So good start for the draft position. And the Eagles go 3-and-out to start their drive against the Cardinals.
All right. Look, come on, Kyler Murray. Let's go.
Here's Stafford out of the gun.
For more reasons than one, anyway.
Stafford takes the snap, throws, caught over the middle, pickup of 6, maybe 7.
They haven't run the ball once.
Haven't had to.
Again, there's just no pass rush. Or the Giants clean pocket for Matt Stafford. And Giants fans, we will sit here and be envious every time we see a quarterback with a clean pocket. We don't know what the hell that looks like here. Someday. Well, not in recent memory. Obviously, when they won the Super Bowls, we know what it looked like. It looked good.
Yeah. 2nd and 4 here for the Rams. Like Baddog said, they haven't ran yet. This may be the first play they try that. Stafford under center. Man in motion to Chua. He'll take the snap. He's going to hand up the middle, and he'll get the first down. He got 4.
Yeah, I mean, that's another thing. It's not a big run, but it gets a first down. And you and I talk about it all the time with Saquon Barkley. When you can get 2nd and 7, 2nd and 6, I mean, it's the little things like that. Playing ahead of the sticks is so big for an offense because you get the 2nd and 6, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2. Everything's open, and the defense really doesn't know what to do. But when you get in obvious passing situations, because you can't run the ball and your line stinks, teams are going to tee off on your quarterback. And
Yeah.
that's what's happened here.
1st and 10. I agree. 1st and 10 here for the Rams from the Giants 40. Man in motion's Cup. Takes the snap, gives to Williams. Up the middle, second run. Same result, 4 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 6.
There you go. I mean, that's good football. You know, the Rams have played good football as of late. Mark, thank you so much. Says convinced quarterbacks to go 1, 2, 3. JD is no longer a sleeper. I don't think Arizona is going to draft the quarterback. Kyler Murray's contract, the dead cap, the next 2 years would crush them.
I can see a team trading up to Arizona's spot, though, to take it.
Yes, that I agree with. Yeah. That I think we're going to, like you said, I think the Giants are going to definitely inquire, depending on where they are at the end of the year, about getting that pick from Arizona.
Teams that want a quarterback have to expect that at the very least, which is why I expect teams to look to trade up.
Right.
Stafford takes the snap out of the gun, looks, throws, hits Cup, and Cup hits his man. It's Cup out of bounds at the 29. First down for the Rams.
I remember years ago, obviously, when McAdoo was here, the embarrassing game the Giants played against the Rams when they absolutely quit. And I can remember.
Yes, I remember that
51-13 game. And obviously, McVay, they talked about how he had some bad blood for the Giants for the way they treated his dad or whatever. It's like, come on. The Giants should just quit at that point. That game, in my opinion, cost McAdoo his job. Then they had the whole Eli thing. I remember the Rams converting a 3rd and 23 for a 51-yard touchdown on the screen pass. And everybody.
I remember that. That was one of my most embarrassing games as a Giants fan.
Yeah,
Stafford takes the snap, gives to Williams. Giants get a good push this time, but Williams still able to get back to the line. Dexter with the tackle. 2nd and 10.
It was couldn't see who that was that got in there initially, and just couldn't bring him down, but it was good penetration.
DJ Davidson.
Yeah, it was DJ. That's why I don't recognize him. I was like, we haven't seen a lot of DJ Davidson this year.
Yeah.
Look at that.
The Rams to start. Already over 5 minutes.
Look at this. They've scored points on 11 opening drives this season. Have we scored points on any opening drive this year?
Maybe one. I think one.
I don't know. It's been crazy. But yep,
2nd and 11 for the Rams out of the gun. He's got Williams to his left from the 29. Cup in motion. Seen a lot of pre-snap motion here for the Rams on the first drive. Takes the snap. Giants come with a blitz. Good job picking it. Oh, what a catch over the middle. One-handed grab.
Insane. What a grab. What a grab by. I'm going to sneeze.
God bless.
Thank you.
Oh, that hit the ground. That's incomplete. Giants should challenge that. They don't.
Wow.
And they do. They got the play.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here we go. What's the over-under for me pottying today?
We're going to go with 3.5 today.
3.5. I'm going to take the over. I'm going to be right back.
And the Giants do challenge it. I think they're going to win this because that ball clearly hit the ground. So it'll be 3rd and 11 instead of 1st and 10. Let's see. NC set the line at 5.5. What's up, Ray W, man? Thank you for being here. What's up, amazing guy? Yeah, that hit the ground. Great effort, but that hit the ground. Even Stafford knows it. He looked at Robinson. He's like, did you drop? He said, oh. Let's see. What's up, Wolf? Joey Allen in the chat. Bills 3 and out. Let's take a look around the league. We've got Niners, Commanders. You're obviously rooting for the Niners in that game if you're a Giants fan. Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry, the Commanders in that game. And the Niners have it 2nd and 6 at the Washington 15, so they're about to score. So bad news there. Cardinals have the ball at the Philadelphia 32, 3rd and 6. So now they got a first down, 1st and 10 at the 26. So Cardinals in scoring range here against the Eagles early on. That would be a nice win.
Yeah, I would. I told you they don't really, their pass defense is ass. I mean, it really is.
Yeah, and
they haven't. The Eagles haven't looked impressive at all. Definitely not. All year they haven't looked impressive. You kind of thought maybe, okay, they're off to a slow start, they'll get it together, but they never have. The officials haven't helped them beat us. I mean, it's bad. They're not. They don't scare anybody. Mark, thank you so much.
Why are you rooting for Washington draft position? Only reason.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Washington wins, we jump them in the draft.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mark, thank you so much. McAdoo wanted Mahomes, Gettleman vetoed. Yeah, well, I heard about
there. Gettleman wasn't there for that.
Reese vetoed, but I also heard that the Bills would not trade with the Giants. And I did hear that. I mean, I've heard a couple of different things about that, but I do remember vividly that McAdoo did want Pat Mahomes. He did not want Eli Manning there. He thought Eli Manning was done, and McAdoo wanted his guy. Eli was kind of Tom Coughlin's guy. And I think because of the whole McAdoo situation, obviously I feel like McAdoo's middle finger to the Giants was I'm sitting Eli. And because he did that, I feel like the Giants gave Eli a couple extra years that he probably shouldn't have got. And it kind of set us back. That's really the way I look at it. And I love Eli, but at that point in his career, he wasn't. And the Giants' offensive line had been shit for years. So he couldn't play behind that. He was a statue.
Yeah. I agree. I think they were ready to move on from Eli, and then the fan reaction, and I don't blame the fans, but the fan reaction, I think, made Mara think twice. Man in motion is Cup here from the 29.
Get that 1 second W.
And he'll take the snap. Stafford drops back, throws, caught. They're going to be a little short. It'll be interesting to see if they go for this. It'll be at the 21. It'll be 4th and 2.
You're on the road. It's 4th and, like you said, 2 or 3. Well, it looks like McVay is going to go for it. I was going to say I'd take the points. The Giants' offense isn't very good. I think anytime you get points against the Giants, you take it.
I think I would take the points here, too. I mean, they'll probably get it, but I think I would take the points as well.
Yeah. W, thanks so much. As Eagles are first-round exits, I do believe any team in the NFC can beat Philadelphia in the postseason. I'm surprised they're not taking the points. We have 40-yard field goal from here, 38-yard field goal. I'm surprised they're going for it, unless they're just trying to draw them off sides.
4th and 2.5 here for Stafford. He'll take the snap, drops back. They are going for it. Throws and caught. First down for the Rams. They pick up 5. That was, I think it was Puka there. First down Rams.
Dexter Lawrence said, nope, man. It doesn't matter what he says. But, I mean, listen.
Ooh, that was close.
It was.
He did catch it.
I understand it. The Giants.
Oh, they challenged again.
Wow.
It was close. I would like to see another angle, but I don't think he dropped it.
Can you imagine if he had to use both challenges here and the officials missed 2 incomplete passes?
It was close. Let's see.
This is the best angle.
Oh, he dropped. Ooh, no, did it hit the ground? That's a drop. That hit the ground.
Yep.
That's a drop.
It's incomplete.
That's incomplete.
The officials, again, the officials are ass. Again.
Wow.
2 drop passes. 2 of them. And the Giants had to burn 2 challenges. And this is going to be Giants football.
They'll get another challenge because they got both right, but still, now they only have one.
No, they have to use both because on one drive.
The rest of the game.
Stupid. Come on. It's just terrible.
Good job by Dable. Give Dable credit.
I gotta tweet that out.
Remember Pat Shermer used to lose challenges all the time?
All the time.
Let's see. Irish Rover says, I think you are going to get a competitive game. I think this game will be competitive. I don't think we're going to get destroyed.
I don't either.
Commanders held the Niners to 3. Okay, that's Bills just got 3, so 7-3 in the Patriots game.
Arizona's going to have to kick a field goal. I see they have it 4th and 10.
Yeah, 4th and goal at the 10. So they'll go up 3-0.
Yeah.
We're probably not going to get lucky here with any of these games, but maybe it'll be interesting.
You never know. That's why they play the games. That's why they play the game. Maybe Jalen Hurts will turn it over a few times. He's done that. Dolphins are up 7-0 on the Ravens. That's a big game for Miami, obviously.
Huge game because if they win, they clinch the division. If they lose and the Bills win today, then that game the last game is Bills Dolphins for the division.
Chicago, not that really matters. They have 3rd and 4 in Atlanta's 22. Carolina's down in Jacksonville 3-0. Tennessee and Houston, that's important as well. There's no score there. Houston has it at the Tennessee 34.
Then now they got it at the 10, but it's 4th and goal, so they'll be kicking a field goal.
Yeah, they did kick it. It's 3-0 Arizona. New Orleans.
I was talking about the Houston game.
Oh, gotcha. Tampa's down 7-0 in New Orleans. Obviously, that is for the NFC South. That doesn't have anything to do with draft position, but that's a gigantic game in the NFC South.
Yeah, huge game.
Yeah. So
next week, I think if the Bills win today and the Dolphins lose, that's absolutely going to be the game that gets flexed.
Yep.
For the AFC East, that game will be massive.
Yep. Hit the thumbs up, guys, girls. We're almost at 200 likes. Make sure you hit that. That'd be really appreciative if we could hit the thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I plan on having a lot more content said that's my New Year's resolution. If there's a resolution, I got to start putting a lot more content on this channel. I also got to start doing things on my freaking fitness channel. That needs to happen. But more so,
this is a good time to do it on the fitness channel.
I know
New Year's
resolutions. I know, but I make sure you guys, more importantly, go into the description, subscribe to the Entertaining Talking Sports. It is Giants football, and Happy New Year to everybody out there.
Taylor takes the snap, throws over to Waller over the middle. They get 5. It'll bring up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, how about Darren Waller? You haven't seen him in a while. Was making his first catch. Really thought. I mean, obviously he's dealt with injury issues, but I really thought that was going to be a good move for the Giants, and just didn't work out. Does anything ever work out for us?
Nope. Galladay didn't work out. It never works out.
Doesn't seem like anything works out for us.
Here's Taylor out of the gun. He's going to give to Barkley. Rams are ready for it. They lose 2 on the handoff. It'll bring up 3rd and 7.
Didn't surprise anybody. Nick, thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. He says, I never want to blame these officials, but the Giants lost simply because of the refs. The Eagles delay a game, full start, multiple pass interferences. The officiating has been a troll. We say it every year, Nick. The officiating is terrible, and every year it gets worse. Tyree Phillips down.
Yep. And here comes, who's that? Is that Parrott coming in?
Oh, God. I didn't even know he was on that team. Allison, thank you for being a member 26 months, my lady. How many challenges do we get? So you get 2 challenges. If you get them both right, you get a bonus challenge. So the Giants will have 1 more left.
Yeah. You get
they
3
still shouldn't have had
you get the first 2 right.
They still shouldn't have had to use them.
By the way, I think they should revise that rule. I think you should get unlimited challenges if you keep getting them right.
I agree.
Like if you get the 3rd one right, you should get a 4th.
Yep. And if you get the 3rd one right, the officials should get docked some pay. They should get fined.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? Start making the officials, hold them responsible. Like, if somebody challenges 3 times, they get all 3 challenges right, I think that the officiating, the crew itself, should get like they should dock them 10%. Yeah. That'll make them do better.
Like, why should a team not be able to challenge anymore if they get the first 3 right because the refs aren't doing their job properly? If anything, they should get there's more of a reason why they should have another challenge. The refs are calling a horrible game.
That's right. The legendary Dire Giants fan. Welcome to the Dog Pound at Max Custom Kicks, NC, Dark Wolf, NY Giants 26, and Jed Locker Productions. Compliments of Dire Giants fan who gifted 5 memberships. Really appreciate that, brother. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. The legendary, the diehard Giants fan, of course. L.A. Lou, thank you so much. Just for your information, I wasn't overconfident in this game. Well, I mean, the Giants they're not good, but they've at least competed down the stretch here. So,
yeah. Ray says no play should be unchallengeable. I'm not against that idea, but the problem is when they added pass interference, they never overturned it.
True.
So teams lost their challenges when there were clear penalties, and they never overturned it.
Yep. It's almost like the officials are like, nope, we're not overturning that. We don't want to admit our mistake.
There were some like egregious pass interferences that should have been overturned that year, and they never overturned it.
Agreed. They never overturned it. Ronnie Barnes gave my family Giants winter hats. Very nice. Very nice, Floyd. Very cool. Very cool. But Ashley says, why does Kafka keep calling a draw on second? Kafka. Why the hell does he do anything he does is the question. You know, I don't understand. Giants are just not a good team at all.
So they renamed it to the United Football League. It's not the United States Football League anymore.
Oh, the UFL.
Yeah, it's not the USFL. Okay.
Right. Amazing guy said USFL and XFL merger. Is that what it is?
Oh, maybe that is what it is. Yeah. So Parrott now in the game for the Giants here from the 24. It'll be 3rd and 6. Man in motion's Wandell. Tyrod takes the snap. He heaves it up deep down the right sideline. Did he catch that?
Oh, what a catch! Baby, come on!
Oh my God!
Let's go! This kid's a beast. I love him.
I got to see a replay. If he caught this,
he's getting held. He's getting held. I can't see.
If that never hit the ground, he caught that. He caught that with his legs, but he caught
it with his balls, Chris.
No, that hit the ground. That's incomplete.
How the hell did the officials miss that? Dude, we have. Oh, they did call it incomplete. I was going to say we have one angle, and they did call that complete initially.
Punts away here by Gillen. And the Rams will call for the fair catch at the 28. That's where they'll set up shop.
Damn, I thought he had that. But yeah, you see the other angle, it's like that wasn't close. But
No.
when you're blindsided from the football, it looked like he caught it.
Yeah.
Outside of Kurt Menefee, who's the host, you look at that panel of people. You got some of the best football people ever. Strand's one of the best ever. Howie Long was one of the best ever. Bradshaw was one of the best ever. Jimmy Johnson, as much as I hate him. What a coach.
Great both in the NFL and college.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He was such a great freaking head coach.
Rams will break the huddle from the 28.
Yeah.
Takes the snap, fakes it, drops back, play action, throws. He'll check it down to Williams, the running back. He'll get 5.
Yeah,
Did Johnson, I'm assuming he did. Did Johnson win a national championship at Miami?
Yes, I believe he did. Let me just double check.
I'm curious to know how many coaches have done that have won a national championship in college and won a Super Bowl in the pros. Not many.
Yeah.
Did Switzer win one at Oklahoma?
He did. Switzer won 3 at Oklahoma.
So there you go. So 2 coaches did it with the Cowboys then.
Yeah.
If Johnson did it. 2nd and 5.
Yep, 1987.
Rams have it coming out in the pistol.
I think Gino Toretta was their quarterback that year.
Stafford will take the snap, drops back, throws, caught in the slot, and they'll pick up. Oh, he fumbled it, but it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Rams. Robinson on the catch.
God knocked it out, but yep, Rams get a fortunate bounce.
First down for the Rams.
Stafford off to a good start. This shouldn't surprise anybody. Yep. What a year. What a tough year it's been for Giants fans.
Oh, it's been brutal.
It's been a horrible year. It's almost over. But appreciate all the support you guys and girls are showing this year because it's just been another tough year. It really has.
Yeah, Pete Carroll's another one. I think he won at USC. Right. He's another one.
Yeah. There's
a pitch to Williams. Williams up the middle. He gets 4. That'll bring up 2nd and 6. But not many. Maybe one more. Not many have done that.
Irish, thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. He says, Chris Baddog, what'd you think of the last 24 seconds of the Cowboy game last night? I've been posting all over Twitter. The Lions got screwed.
Yeah.
They got screwed.
Play action bootleg for Stafford. He hits Higbee, and Higbee gets leveled out of bounds, but not before he picks up the first down and a lot more.
Yeah. I remember last year this time, it was the week before the fantasy championship. Tyler Higbee had a massive game. We beat the guy who played by like 150 points. Higbee had like 3 touchdowns and like 100 yards, and Baker Mayfield was kicking ass. Baker Mayfield got that contract from Tampa because of the way he played with the Rams the end of last year.
Yeah, that's true. Still an incredible performance that first game with the Rams when he got off the plane like on Friday and he played and they won the game. Yeah. Stafford out of the pistol. Cup in motion from the 41. Down to 1 on the play clock. He'll just get it off. He hands to Williams. Williams off the right side. Big hole. Gets 10 and a first down up to the 30.
Yeah, I just watch teams do this to the Giants. And I just wish we could do this to other teams. Where they open up a hole and Barkley gets a hole. Oh, look at this. And he gets 10 yards. It'd be nice. Irish, what I said about that game is, as good as Detroit is, and they are a good team, the game was in Dallas, and Dallas makes the NFL money. Detroit doesn't. So you want to give Dallas every break you can. It's a business. It's not the way it used to be. So, it's why the NFL sits there and shows Taylor Swift 16 times a freaking Chiefs game. You see her more
here for the Giants. It's Pinnock.
He's had a pretty good year for us.
Yeah.
But that's why you see Taylor Swift more than you see Pat Mahomes during the game because money.
Yeah.
It's what it's become. It's not as good as it used to be. This is why I've become more of a college football fan.
By the way, did you see, and I know you saw it, I don't know if people in the chat saw it, the fine Saquon Barkley got?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
It's stupid.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I tweeted that out too. I'm like, what? What is he supposed to do? This is football. I'm like, you guys, this is why this product sucks. If you took the betting away from the NFL, they'd be the lowest rated sport in this country. I swear to God. The only reason the NFL is what it is because of betting.
It's true.
Take the betting away. I shouldn't say nobody's watching it. People would still watch it. but it would not be more popular than the other sports. It's popular because of the betting, because it's the easiest thing to bet on. Fantasy football. That's why. That's why.
Jo says, what fine was it? Saquon Barkley got fined
$21,000 or something.
$20,000 last week.
He lowered his shoulder to finish a run.
He lowered his shoulder to finish a run. It looked like just a normal run that you would see any running back have. Yeah. You would just be like, oh, he ran hard on that play. He got fined $20,000 for it.
Yep, they're showing it right here. Yeah, he got fined $21,855 for unnecessary roughness on the play where he apparently lowered his head to initiate contact. And that's why I tweeted out, as the NFL, I says, the NFL for real anymore. Between disgraceful, rigged officiating and BS like this, the league should be ashamed of itself, and it should be.
Yeah,
it's football. Baltimore tied Miami up. Buffalo kicked a field goal. Chicago's up 7-0. Houston and Jacksonville up 3-0. And that Philadelphia game, Philadelphia scored a touchdown, so it's 7-3 Philadelphia.
Ray says, I don't know, Baddog, because the betting is kind of recent. Betting's not recent. It's legalized recently. People have been betting on football for years.
Yes, absolutely.
Not to mention fantasy football is betting. That's huge, too.
Yep.
When you do weekly picks, that's betting.
Yep. Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
Like Chris said, it's become legal recently, but people have done it for years. It's been a big thing. There's Pinnock's injury. Allison, thank you so much, my lady. Appreciate it. Anyone else notice Stafford looks like Elon Musk? He does.
He does a little bit.
He does a little bit. He does. Good call, Allison. He does look like.
And here's Stafford under center, man in motion, left to right. Takes the snap. He's going to give to Williams. Williams off the right side. Again, the Giants struggle against the run. He gets 8 up to the 22.
Yeah, the Rams have found something over on that right side of the line. It's back-to-back. Good runs here. There's 4:20 to go. It's my channel. So there's 4:20 to go, everybody. 4:20 to go in the first quarter. 4:20. You know, yeah, that's right. Smoke them because you got them.
Smoke weed every day.
Rest in peace, Nate Dog.
Yeah.
New York Giants, they have a super chat. He says, Hyatt pick scares me. They barely use him. Struggles with press coverage. Limited route runner, needs to bulk up. Had a couple bad drops, too. He's a rookie, man.
Yeah, he's a rookie.
Job to develop.
We knew he was a project when we drafted him.
Yep.
Here's Stafford under center. From the 22. Takes the snap. Play action. Looked like there was a hold on Kayvon.
Thibodeau looked like he got held. And
it doesn't matter, though. They check it down to Higbee. Goes all the way up to the 4 in a big gain.
Higbee's a damn good tight end, man. He don't get the accolades of the other guys, the Mark Andrews and the Travis Kelce's, but he is really good. He's a really good underrated tight end. The thing with the Hyatt pick, I mean, there was a 3rd-round pick, and yeah, you knew he had a limited route tree. Tennessee was not an NFL offense. You can't teach that 4.29 speed. You can't teach that. The coach's job is to develop his route tree and to get him to become an NFL receiver. He'll never be a number 1. But he could definitely be a massive speed threat and a deep threat for us for sure.
And here's the handoff to Williams, and the Giants, no resistance. He goes right in for 5.
Right in for 5. Right in for 5.
As if it made it look like it was a goal line run at the quarter-yard line.
The Giants are so shitty, teams only get 5 points for a touchdown.
6-0 extra point pending. Rams take the lead.
Unbelievable. It's not unbelievable. It is what it is. We know that. Lou, thank you so much. Is Pete Carroll, USC, and Seattle. Yeah, there's a couple of them.
Switzer, I can think of off the top of my head. I'm sure there's one or two others probably, but
Switzer won 3 with Oklahoma in the 70s, and then they maybe he won 3 with Oklahoma overall. I forgot if he was the head coach in '85 or not. But
I'm trying to think of the other Super Bowl winning head coaches. Did Bill Walsh, did he coach at college?
He did, but I don't think he won a national championship.
George Seifert, did he coach at college?
I don't know if that he did.
Yeah.
Andy Reid never coached in college.
Andy Reid never coached at college.
Coughlin didn't. He did, but he never won a title.
Coached at Boston College, right?
Yeah. Who else?
Belichick, of course, didn't win a championship at college.
No.
Saban never
won. Saban didn't win one in the NFL. Yeah, there probably is, but
yeah.
L.A. Lou, thank you so much. Appreciate it. I'll be happy if the Rams make the playoffs, but if they don't, they weren't expected to win more than 5 games anyway. Everything after that's gravy. You guys are good. Lou, I wouldn't sell the Rams short at all. Listen, as Giants fans, Lou, we know the team that gets hot going into the postseason can make a run. There is no dominant. Well, San Francisco, I don't think you guys beat San Francisco. I think that's the most dominant team in the NFL.
I will say, and I agree with you, I'm still going that way. The Ravens are close. I mean, the Ravens looked damn good last week against San Francisco.
They did. They matched up well with them. But, I mean, the Niners also drove the ball down the field a lot. Turned the ball over. So, but Lou, I wouldn't sell them short. I think any team can beat Dallas. I think any team can beat Philadelphia. Like I said, I just think the 49ers are the team, that a lot of teams are going to struggle with in the NFC. But you guys look good, man. I like your team. Yanks fan, thank you so much. He says, who got screwed more by the refs, the Lions or the Lakers? They both got screwed.
I didn't see the Lakers.
The Lakers are down by 7 with 35 seconds to go.
Yeah.
They have the ball. LeBron James gets fouled, and he makes a basket. And then the T-Wolves get teed up. So Reeves makes the technical. LeBron makes the free throw. It's 107-104 with 31 seconds to go. Mm-hmm. And then the Timberwolves miss a shot. Anthony Davis gets a rebound, quick outlet to LeBron. He shoots a 3, makes it. They call it a 2. And then they go and review it, and it's obvious. It's obvious. I put it on Twitter. LeBron's foot's behind the 3-point line. It's a 3, and they still called it a 2 and screwed the Lakers.
How?
I don't know. It's blatantly obvious.
They had to come up with an explanation, though. Did they?
I don't know if they came up with an explanation, but they reviewed it and they called it a 2. Number one, the woman official should have never called it a 2 to begin with because it looked like a 3,
right?
Even when he shot it. And then I noticed they called it a 2, and I'm calling the game like, how the hell is that possible? Then they show the replay. His foot is really close, but there's probably daylight between the line. And they took it away and the Lakers lost. So I don't know. I just put, I put that picture and I said, I wonder what Skip Bayless will think because, he don't like LeBron. So it's always interesting.
Giants will start their second drive on the 25s. That ball goes out of the end zone.
What it tells me, Yanks fan, as we all know, the officiating in every sport is ass. It's
pretty
really,
much
really bad.
But in basketball, like that, I mean, I didn't see the play, but that just seems like that's like a play that you have to call. Like if he's clearly behind the 3-point line, like
it was really close. But on the replay, when they zoom in on his foot, you can see it's a 3 without question.
Yeah. Here comes Taylor under center. Barkley in the backfield takes the snap, play action. Taylor drops back. He'll check it down to Saquon. Saquon caught at the 30 and out of bounds at the 31. It's a pickup of 6.
Yeah, a lot of that this year, no matter who our quarterback is, whether it's Jones, whether it's Taylor, whether it's DeVito, whether it's Sims or Hostetler or Eli, this year it's all checkdowns, man. All checkdowns. Toasty, thanks so much. Just to be honest, I think they need more refs. They need 11 refs watching 22 players. 2 players for 1 ref would miss less calls. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Taylor out of the gun, Hyatt in motion. He'll take the snap. He gives to Barkley. Barkley's got a hole off the left side. He'll get 10 up to the 41. Good run there by Saquon.
Hey, good job by the offensive line opening up a hole. Barkley cut back quick and found that hole and got 10 yards. So I was just saying, we don't ever get these holes like this, but good job there by Barkley. They actually ran to the left for once. I was off guard, but look at Schmidt. I'm telling you, man, I think Schmitz is going to be pretty good.
I hope so. He better be.
Still out on him, but he's shown promise.
Yeah, I agree with that. Here's Taylor. Taylor, play action. Good pick up there by Barkley. Taylor under pressure. He's going to roll out. He's going to buy time, and he'll get sacked. So with that sack, the Giants have now tied the second most sacks ever in a single season given up by a football team. So we got that going first. That's our 78th surrendered sack this year.
Tyrod Taylor's got to throw that ball away.
I agree.
He's got to throw that ball away. When you see Young right there, Chase Young, by the way, it's a guy the Giants could take a look at. Chase Young. Or that's not Chase Young. What the hell am I talking about?
It is a guy we could look at, though.
Chase Young is a guy we can look at, yes, without question.
And another injury on the field. This time it's the Rams.
But it's not a bad idea, Toasty, and it's not like the NFL can't afford it. Bobby Brown and not the Bobby Brown from New Edition. It's my prerogative. Chris B, thank you so much. Quick thoughts on the Knicks Raptors trade. Kind of discussed it earlier, but
Yeah, I think my initial reaction was not happy, and I still wouldn't say I'm thrilled with the trade, but since I've
Understandable.
digested, I think it's a trade where I say to myself, I got to see what else they do. Like I like the player we got, but I got to see what else they do.
And for
And
me,
somebody said in the chat says that's not a sack. I just looked; it is a sack. That counted as a
he
sack.
got tackled behind the line of scrimmage. It's
Yeah,
second and
that's a
12.
sack.
It's a sack. As far as me, RJ Barrett, I feel like the writing was on the wall with him. I felt like they were going to trade him. I hate losing quickly, but Quickly's got no path to starting with Jalen Brunson there. And like Chris mentioned earlier, they're not going to give him a big contract to come off the bench. So I hate losing Quickly because I like IQ a lot. But you get one of the elite defenders in the league, a 3-and-D guy. 3-and-D guys are it's the way the game has gone in the NBA. So when Rams got there in a blitz, then
And there's Hyatt with a crosser, picks up 7. It'll be, or 6 probably. It'll be 3rd and 6.
I just like seeing Hyde in the game running something besides a fly route. It's nice.
Yeah.
Flying to go. That's pretty much what he did at Tennessee. But Giants did not pick up that blitz. Tyrod did a good job of rolling to his right, getting away from the pressure and hitting Jalen Hyatt. JV, thank you so much. Feel like the Giants have more punts than first downs today. Well, I don't know. We got a couple here. Well, we got one on this drive. We
3rd
could.
and 5. Giants looking to pick up another one. Taylor throws, and it's caught by Wandell. Nice snag there. Picks up 7, maybe 8, and a first down for the Giants.
All right, JV. So far, we got 2 first downs and 1 punt. So Giants don't need to run another play.
They do. They got to run one more.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had the clocks backwards. I thought the play clock was at
one more.
29. I had them reversed. So they do have to run one more. Lou, thank you so much. Really appreciate it, brother. My man. Happy New Year to everybody out there, by the way. Merry New Year. It's Happy New Year, Chris. In this country, we say Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. There's a handoff to Barkley. Barkley, there's a hold. This is going to be, instead of gaining a yard, now we're going to lose 10.
Yeah, that's what we do. We're the Giants. That's what we do. Got a nice drive going back-to-back first downs, holding 1st and 20, which we have a hard time getting out of.
Barkley, after the play, said that's on me, and he keeps saying it because I think what he should have done was
cut it inside.
Not try to pop it outside. Yeah, because that's not where the play was designed.
Right. And that's something Barkley has done his whole career, in my opinion, is and understandably so, I guess, he tries to make everything a home run because the offense just doesn't move.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just got to take what it gets. You have to take the 3 yards, lower your shoulder, get the 2 or 3 yards, and play ahead of the sticks instead of running parallel to the line of scrimmage and maybe losing a yard or gaining a yard or having something like that happen because that's not where the play is designed to go. It's something that seems to have plagued him his entire career. Is he just doesn't? He kind of hesitates instead of just going. I feel like his rookie year he just went, and it's just not the same. But yes. So everybody in the chat, Merry New Year! LA Lou, thank you so much. He says O-line are so unheralded. I want to shout out left tackle Alaric Jackson, undrafted out of Iowa, here in the game ball against the Browns. FedEx just drove by. I'm sure it's stopping at my house against the Browns because he closed down Myles Garrett and goose egg. It's a big one. It means a lot, man. They had who was the Penny Sewell was taking on Micah Parsons last night.
Penny Sewell's been awesome for the Lions.
I know. So the Lions are a really good offensive line.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So why they're good. Tara Ray, thank you for being a member for 14 months. Yes, nice trading. I love trading places. One of the
best. That's my favorite Eddie Murphy movie, by the way.
It's between that and 48 Hours for me.
Coming to America is great too, but I
love Coming to America. Trading Places clears by a mile.
I'm with you. Trading Places is my favorite Eddie Murphy movie.
Incredible. It is an incredible movie. It's between that and 48 Hours is a totally different type of movie, but I really like 48 Hours.
That's the one with Nick Nolte and him.
Yeah, right? It's just really, it's funny as hell. That's
funny. Good. Of course, Beverly Hills Cop is another one with Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy from like 1982 to 1985.
Yeah.
86 was really good. Maybe 87. And then he kind of, once he got caught with a transvestite, he right down the weirdo. It's a weirdo. But his early days, I loved Eddie Murphy. His stand-up comedies, raw, delirious. They were hilarious. when he was on Saturday Night Live, he was amazing too.
Yeah.
Back in the day. But yeah, Trading Places, I freaking love that freaking movie. Love it.
That's not just my favorite Eddie Murphy movie. That's one of my favorite movies. I love that movie.
It's one of my favorite comedies, for sure. I'm not a big comedy film fan, but that one is, if it's on, I'm watching it. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. The funniest thing about it is, maybe my wife said this, the guy that played, or Dan Aykroyd, looks like my best friend from when I was a kid. It really does. He looks like Dan Aykroyd. And then Eddie Murphy looked like my friend, another one of my friends. So I was like, there's Dave and Gary. And it's just fun. They really do look the same. It's pretty funny.
Here's Taylor. Taylor buys time with his legs, throws, checks it down over the middle, gets most of the penalty yardage back. It'll be second and long as he hits Waller at about the 47 of the Rams.
Waller's been active in the passing game today. Obviously, the Giants got him for that third-round compensatory pick that we picked up for Kadarius Toney, and at least me. I mean, I know that Waller had an injury history, but I expected big things of Darren Waller in this passing game. Really thought it would help Daniel Jones, and it just, like everything else this year, just was a complete disaster.
Here's Taylor. Taylor play action, drops back, going to use the legs, checks it down to Barkley, and Barkley will tumble forward. He'll get that's not Barkley, that's Eric Gray, rather. He'll get fined for that. He lowered his shoulder. It'll be 3rd and 6.
He hit the ground too hard. He's going to get fined for hitting the turf as hard as he did. That was a nice catch there by Eric Gray. He kind of bobbled it a little bit, but then came back to get it. I want to see more of him. That was a hell of a catch. That ball was way behind him. And then, Eric Gray delivered a blow to the defender. That's, Barkley's going to the 10.
Barkley going into the 10. That's great. Here's Taylor out of the gun from the 42. Drops back. Under pressure. Throws it up. He's got a man to tie it. Up to the 23. That was a nice play by Taylor to buy time.
It was, and great toe drag swag by Jalen Hyatt. We've seen Hyatt and Darren Waller be part of it. I freaking love Jalen Hyatt. I'm getting a Jalen Hyatt jersey. Screw it. I freaking love this kid, man. I love Jalen Hyatt. He's gonna be my favorite Giant. I swear to God, this is gonna happen.
Like you said, good job dragging the toe there.
Because McKinney's probably not going to be here. He's gonna move into number 1. I love Jalen Hyatt.
Here's Taylor. They're going to try Wandell on an end around. He's got a couple lead blockers. Wandell to the 10, to the 5. He's in.
Double, get in there. All right, Wandell. Let's go.
Stand up. Wandell Robinson goes in for 6.
I'll tell you what, Chris. Again, people can sit there and talk about Joe Shane's drafts and, it sucks and all this. He's had good draft picks. Just Evan Neal hasn't developed. We hope he can. Wandell Robinson, I questioned it when they took him. Like, what the hell are you taking him for? He's our best receiver. And you can do a lot of things with him like this.
And look at John Michael Schmidt's.
I know. That's what I was going to say. John Michael Schmidt just blowing it out there.
Snap, hold, kick is good. But the more that they use Wandell, the more I like him. I think he's going to be a nice player for the Giants. He's very versatile. He's that slot guy that we need, that you can do a lot of different things with. You got a pure burner in Jalen Hyatt on the outside. What the Giants need is that pure number 1 receiver. They need that. I don't know. I mean, I like T. Higgins. I don't know if T. Higgins would be like a true number 1. But, you need a guy like a Jamar Chase, like a Tyreek Hill. Maybe not. Those are the elite of the elite, but you need one of those. You need a number 1 guy. You need a Justin Jefferson. You need one of those, a Cooper Kupp. You need an Amari Cooper, a CeeDee Lamb is I hate Dallas so much. He's one of the top 5 receivers in the league.
I hate that CeeDee Lamb was on. I have said this when we do this NFC East Super Friends things. I'm telling all the time, he's the best receiver in this division. He's one of the best receivers in the league. Nobody gives him any damn credit. I've stood by that for years. I knew the kid was going to be a superstar, and I don't even like Big 12 receivers, and that includes Oklahoma receivers. He's so talented. It makes me so mad that he's on Dallas because I can't even root against him. I like him that much. I hate that he's on Dallas. I love CeeDee Lamb. He is just a beast.
Yeah, he was great. He was great in college. I mean, he's definitely he's evolved into one of the top 3 or 4 in the league. He's that good.
He's an amazing player. Lou, thanks so much. He says, I asked earlier why Saquon doesn't run outside. Now I know why. Lou, I'm telling you, and I've said this for a while, he does not have the explosiveness that he did after that ACL injury. He just doesn't. It's not there. You take a look at his runs his rookie season. He was explosive as hell. And then he's come back from that ACL. He's never been the same. He's just not the same guy. He's still very effective. He's still a very good running back. But he doesn't have.
Listen, I'm the biggest Saquon fan in the world, and I agree with that. He's not the same he was in his rookie year. That's
right.
clear. That's clear as day. He's not.
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah.
And now the ACL injury, we know when he came back, he didn't look like the same guy at all. It took him like 2 years to recover, and then last year he had a nice year. But you still don't see Barkley break like the 70-yard touchdown run. Like it's not there. Like that explosiveness. He's still fast, but it's not like explosive.
Yeah,
like it used to be. You know, ACLs will do that. But the Giants,
the injuries.
Good drive there by the Giants. You like seeing Hyatt, Waller get involved, Wandale. Daniel Jones out there talking it over. JV, that shot right there is going to piss a lot of Giants fans off. Like Daniel Jones. I need to see them sitting at their house going, fucking Jones, I hate him. What am I showing him for? You couldn't do it. I know it.
Rams will start at the 25. They call for a fair catch. Showing Kyler Murray here. He throws one up, and it's intercepted. Thank you for that, Kyler. A 99-yard touchdown for the Eagles.
That's how they got their touchdown? Oh, no, that made it 14-3. What the hell was Kyler Murray doing there? What the hell was that?
Maybe Arizona will be drafting a quarterback.
Here's the Rams. One. What the hell was that?
Here's the Rams coming out in the gun from the 25. Man in motion is Cup. He'll take the snap. Stafford drops back. Okereke tried to bring pressure. A good pickup by the Rams, and they pick up 15 up to the 40.
You nailed it. What a blitz pickup. Okereke came free. I didn't see if that was the running back or who caught him on the way there, but that was a great block. That was a great blitz pickup. Who is this that picks that up?
Williams, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Kyron Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's all it takes. Just that throw him off there. That's a great blitz pickup.
Man in motion is Puka. Under center, Stafford from the 40. Giants crowd the line. Stafford will take the snap, play action, drops back. He's got time. Giants blitz, and there's Bobby Okereke from behind.
Put him in the Pro. Nah, it doesn't even matter about the Pro Bowl. Put him there anyway. Okereke has been an absolute monster. And this is the thing when guys are talking about, hey, they should have tagged Daniel Jones. If they tagged the Daniel Jones, they could have never afforded Bobby Okereke. You cannot maneuver $32 million around. It is an automatic hit against your cap. You can't move it around. You can't negotiate the cap. It is all against the cap. They wouldn't have been able to afford him. This kid is
that's one of the biggest positives to come out of this season is we have a
McFadden, without question. And Banks. It's all been on the defensive side of the football. Our positives this year.
2 on the play clock here for Stafford. He didn't get that off on time. They're going to have to use a timeout, I think.
Yeah.
And they will.
JV, thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. You were wrong. He said, about to be 2 first downs and 2 punts. Great show, guys. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
No, JV, if I did that, this is what they tell me. Oh, man, no, that cake aged like milk. It's all good, JV. But I completely understand. Our offense is ugly. But that was a good drive. That was a good drive. I'm sure we had many punts in our future, though. You know, we always have one good drive a game, and that might have been it. We don't usually have more than one. So that might have been our quota for good drives. Larry J, thank you so much. He says, fake news, quite frankly. It's fake news. It's fake news. Harlem Nights, best Eddie Murphy movie. Sup, fellas? What's going on? Larry says it's fake news.
I've seen Harlem Nights once. I don't remember it well enough.
I don't either. Richard Pryor's in that, though, right? I love it.
I saw it once, but I was very young.
Yeah, I love Richard Pryor.
Shotgun formation here for Stafford. Rams pick it up. Stafford throws, little sidearm delivery. Caught at the 40 down to the 42.
Another great blitz pickup by the Rams. Another great blitz pickup. Yeah. Otherwise, Stafford's picking himself up out of the turf.
3rd and 8.
But Yeah, I did. I always loved again, Richard Pryor was another one of my favorites. He was in so many good movies, and stand-ups were hilarious.
Second best stand-up of all time, in my opinion. Second.
Did Carlin?
Carlin's one for me. George Carlin's one.
I think
shotgun formation here for Stafford. Throws and nearly picked off by McKinney.
There's a flag.
Oh, there's a flag on the play.
It's probably going to be on the Giants. Stafford's already walking up. It was done on McKinney. Great effort by McKinney. Listen, man, I know McKinney's had. I hate this. They throw a flag and then they all get together. What are you throwing the flag for? If you threw the flag,
and now they picked it up.
I don't know if they picked it up or not. But if you throw the flag, you've seen something. How can somebody else influence your decision? No, it's a hold right there.
That was a hold on McFadden.
Right. In the slot.
Yeah, which wasn't who he was throwing to, but there was a hold.
I didn't call roughing the passer on Ojulari.
Could have.
Yeah, that would have been more of a flag than the pass interference. Yeah, the Rams got the punt. They picked up the flag. I just don't know why they throw a flag and pick it up. I know that went in the Giants' favor, but I have a hard time understanding why officials do that.
And punts away. They pick the flag up, and that'll go into the end zone. Giants will start with it at the 20. Giants are going to have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they are. Chicago's up 14-7 on Atlanta. Buffalo is taking the lead against New England 13-7. Jacksonville up 6-0 on Carolina. Houston all over Tennessee 17-0. New Orleans sub on Tampa Bay. Washington has it 3rd and 2.
Arizona is threatening against the Eagles. Maybe they make it closer. They're on the 17, 2nd and 8.
Well, they've moved the ball, obviously, Chris, right? I mean, I don't know what Kyler Murray was doing on that interception, but, I don't get it. But, yeah, man, I was a big Richard Pryor guy. I love See No Evil.
Oh, Richard Pryor's fantastic. Hear No Evil, See No Evil.
Yeah, with Gene Wilder. It's hilarious.
That's Gene Wilder and him. That is one of the greatest comedies of all time.
It is hilarious. My wife had never seen that, and it was on one day.
Yeah.
But she could not stop laughing. She could not stop laughing.
It's such a simple idea for a movie,
so
but it's
stupid too. But she could not.
Great. A blind guy and a deaf guy helping each other out.
It's amazing. Yeah, you've heard of the blind leading the blind. This was the blind leading the deaf, or vice versa. As soon as that she saw it, was like, "You got to buy that movie." I'm like, "All right, I'll buy it," because this was years ago, before streaming and all that stuff. So I'm like, "Yeah, I'll buy it." I'm like, "I love the movie." I just think it's so stupid and funny at the same time. There was a lot of Richard Pryor. I love Brewster's Millions. That might be my favorite Richard Pryor movie. I don't know. I love that movie. But John Candy, of course. I mean, you talking. Listen, man. I like everything else for me. I grew up in the '80s, so of course I'm biased.
Uncle Buck, Harry Crumb. Those are some good John Candy.
I swear to God, the best comedians were in the '80s. I swear.
Chevy Chase was hysterical. Bill Murray hysterical.
It's just great. They were. Just great stuff.
Yeah,
back then. Yeah, John Candy was great. Uncle Buck, my kid loves Uncle Buck.
Uncle Buck's great. One of the
great outdoors. Another one of him and Dan Aykroyd. That's a great
Planes, Trains, Automobiles.
Yep. Steve Martin is another really good comedian in the '80s. Yeah, it was a good time.
They don't make good comedies anymore.
They really don't. They've run out of ideas. They don't know what the hell to do.
Yeah. Rodney Dangerfield. There's another one.
Rodney Dangerfield was a legend.
Yeah. We mentioned Eddie Murphy for about 20 minutes throughout the stream, but yes, of course, Eddie Murphy as well.
Yeah. It started with that because I said, Many New Year.
Yeah.
Lou says, thank you so much. He says, don't forget Coming to America. It shows what happened to the Dukes. That's right. And the guys in the barbershop were a riot. It had a lot of makeup characters. But most of the guys in the barbershop were Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall. They're just playing different characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It was good stuff. Man, you ain't never met Martin Luther King. Stuck up chocolate. Good and terrible. They're so good. Yeah, good and terrible.
Play action. Barkley's back in the game, by the way. Taylor's going to go down. He loses 11.
And now the Giants are all-time. Second all-time in sacks given up.
Second all-time. Clap it up, Giants fans. The New York
records for futility. That's what the Giants do.
79 sacks this year is the second highest total in the history of the NFL in a single season. The Giants just accomplished that.
Horrible. That's terrible. LeJean Scott, I hope I said that right. Thank you so much. Yay! F it. The Giants need to let Barkley walk and draft Ray Davis from Kentucky. They need a running back and physical punishment.
Taylor throws. He hits Bellinger. Bellinger will pick up 4.5. It'll be 3rd and long.
3rd and 17. This is our typical drive. Listen, I have no problem with them letting Barkley walk. I don't. And I know that's an unpopular take because Barkley's a very popular player with the Giants, but I agree. I mean, if they let Barkley walk, I'm not going to be upset. I'm not going to be upset if they keep him around. I'm not going to give him a massive contract at all. I would not give him a ton of money. I'd tag him again, probably, is what I would do.
Taylor takes the snap, drops back, throws. That's caught. It's Bellinger. Bellinger down to the 24, and the Giants will have to punt. Somebody in the chat said, what's the record? We're not catching that. It's the Eagles.
It's like 106.
Yeah, the Eagles had over 100 in I think it was the 80s.
86. Yeah, I think Lawrence Taylor had about half of them that year.
Yeah, we're not catching that one, but we did catch everybody else, so we got that going for us.
We did. And we did it. It didn't take 17 games. So you can
no asterisks with this.
We did it in 16. But I listen, I agree. I understand people want to let Barkley go because again, he's dealt with injuries. He's not the same guy. You can't really build around a running back. The NFL's changed. Quarterbacks take touchdowns. They take rushing yards. They take a lot of that away from the running back. You don't really need the running back anymore. Running backs are really used to ball control. They would get all the, they'd get all the carries on the 1 yard line inside the 5. It was their job. And quarterbacks have taken a lot of that away from the running back. And now there's a lot more running back by committee. There's really isn't just that number one guy anymore. It's getting phased out. And
a lot of the throwing is an extension of the running game. When you see like bubble screens and the slot wide receiver for 3-4 yard gains over the middle, the game's just evolved. You definitely still need a good ground game, but I agree that you could do it by a committee.
Right,
and the quarterback is involved in that now more so than ever.
Yeah. So again, I don't want to give Barkley like a 4-year, $52 million, which they're not going to do, but like something like that. But if they sign him 2 years, $20 million. I'm not going to be upset with that. 3 years.
I think they will. I think they'll get something done in that range.
Yeah, 3 years, $29 million. Like, I'm not going to be upset with that, but I'm not giving him more than the tag per year. But I think his tag's $12 million. I'm not giving him 3 years, $36 million. I'm not doing that. I wouldn't do that.
I don't think we will. And I think they're going to get something done for less than that.
Yeah. Because I think Barkley wants to be here, and I think Barkley knows his market value took a hit this year. Yeah. Can't stay healthy. It's a lot of bad luck for Barkley. It's nothing Barkley does on his own. Like in Arizona, the guy landed on his leg. It certainly wasn't his fault that happened.
Yeah.
Stanley, thank you so much. Did you see how the Lions got robbed? Oh,
Washington just tied the 49ers.
Hey, Sam Howell's a beast. Keep him around. Is he playing? Wow.
10.
Yeah, look at Sam Howell's 9 for 13 for 100. Man, you got to keep Sam Howell. Got to keep him.
I think they should extend him. You see who Washington's backup is in that game?
No, who is it? Jake Fromm. Yes,
Jake Fromm. I think they should make him the starter long term.
Fromm?
Yeah, Washington. I think they should.
Not this game. We need Washington to win.
Not this game, but I'm saying next year.
Right. Yeah, why not? Arizona's kicked the field goal 14-6 there.
Yeah.
Craziness. But yeah, we saw Lions get robbed. The officiating is ass. Bob, thank you so much. This Baddog, what years left you most frustrating and full on short? 88, 93, 97, 02, and 08. Lenny thinks they had Super Bowl teams in 89 and 91 at 8-8. 91, I remember the Giants had a lot of injuries and they were getting older that year. So they kind of fell off. 1988 against the Jets was bad. 89, that was the Flipper Anderson game. That pissed me off. That still makes me. That's one of the worst losses the Giants ever took. I don't know if they were going to be good enough to beat that Niners team. The 89 49ers are one of the greatest teams ever. 93, Dallas was better than us. I don't think that was really, we weren't going to beat Dallas.
We kind of overachieved that. Yeah, I mean, it was a deflating loss in the playoffs, but we kind of overachieved that year.
Yeah, and again, the Niners kicked our ass, but we weren't good enough to beat the Niners or Dallas in 93. 97 sucked. I know we would have beat the Packers, but obviously Chris Callaway's got a field and onside kick. We can't blow a 19-3 lead. 2002, that was the big blown game against the Niners. We were at 38-14. That was a bad loss. Good job there.
One on first. I mean, he left off some I think years that would rival those. 2016 for me is one of the worst years I've ever had as a Giants fan. Coming off of the or is it 2000? Yeah, 2016. The year after the year. No, was it 17? 17.
I think he's talking about good teams that fell short. Like 2008 is my most frustrating.
Oh, good teams that fell short. I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah. 2008 was probably my most frustrating, losing to the Philadelphia Eagles.
It's got to be 08. Yeah.
We were the best team in football until Burr shot himself. We were winning another Super Bowl. I stand by it.
Stafford throws, that's caught to the 41. First down for the Rams. It's got to be 08 because it's always the what if he didn't shoot himself.
Yeah, and Burris was an Eagle killer.
Yeah.
He killed the Eagles.
It just changed our whole offense because it made us so much more predictable.
The 88 loss to the Jets was really bad. They had no business losing to the Jets. They kept them out of the playoffs. Kind of like in 2010, you could say the same thing.
I was going to bring up 10 because that team was really good.
And they would have been the second seed had they held on to beat Philadelphia when they're up by 4 touchdowns in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they were getting hot too.
Yep. The 2010 team was another one.
There's a handoff to Williams. Williams had nowhere to go. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Williams did a good job just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Good job there on that play by Nacho.
Nacho threw him down there a little late, and then Williams got up and tried to push Nacho, and Nacho didn't move. It was like a bug hitting a windshield. Windshield didn't budge. Oh, is that some blood on him? What is that? Is that blood?
Might be.
Yeah, I love it. That's what I'm talking about. That old school. I don't know where he's bleeding from, but
6:50 to go here in the second.
Someone's going to get fined because he's got blood on him. They're fine him.
Man in motion is Cup. Giants come with 4. Stafford drops back, throws over the middle. He sailed it, and as of now, that's called an interception. I'm not sure if it touched the ground, but Dane Belton comes up with it.
Yeah, he definitely. Well, they review all turnovers, so this will be reviewed. That was a terrible throw by Stafford. Ball looked like it had helium in it. Belton just kind of playing center field. I don't know if it's skipped to him or not. Playing a center field, sometimes they trap the ball, and sometimes they actually catch it on the shoestrings.
Let's see the replay. Awful throw. He sailed that.
This is not going to be a good angle.
No.
We'll see if he picked the pass off or not.
Maybe he thought his receiver was going to run a slant and not a. He must have thought it was going to be deeper. That's an interception. It looks like from that angle.
Yeah, this would be a better angle. That ball just took off. He sidearmed it, wobbled it.
Yeah, that's a pick.
Yeah,
he got his hands underneath. Giants might win this game. It's crazy.
Yeah, this is insane. Alex, thanks so much. Says, hi, boys. Listening to work. Thanks for carrying the season. We thank you for helping us carry. We didn't carry alone.
Here's Taylor out of the gun. Rams come with a blitz. Taylor buys time with his legs, rolls out of the pocket, and was looking for Wandell.
Yeah, actually, he had Wandell, and just couldn't connect there. You know what's amazing, though, Chris? We always have the one drive where we just look really good. We go down and score a touchdown. It's like, why the hell can't they do that any other drives?
Yeah,
you're right. It's like it never happened. We have one good drive, and it's like the offense just stopped. Well, okay, we got to work in, guys. Like the preseason game when they went down, scored against the Panthers. All right, got to work in. We got the one touchdown. Get out of here. We're good to go.
Taylor throws to Wandell again. This time it's caught. It might have been Hyatt, but either way, it's a pickup of about 4. No, it was Wandell. 3rd and 6.
But Alex, yeah, thank you and thank everybody in the chat for hanging with us this season. It's been a tough season, no question about it. Glad the New Year's here. Wash this one away and nothing but health and prosperity for everybody in the coming new year. So you always got to turn the page and let's get better, baby.
3rd and 5, actually, as Taylor comes out in the gun. He changes the play. 5 on the play clock. Takes the snap, 3-step drop, looking, cooking, throwing, caught. It's going to depend on the spot, and they're going to mark him short. Go for it. I don't care. Go for it. He hits Slayton.
I think you got to go for it. Yeah, I think it's a good spot. Slayton came back to catch the ball. Obviously, Dable's not going to challenge that. He's used both or two challenges.
No. I don't think he'd win it.
I was going to say, I don't think there's enough to overturn it. But I do think it's a good spot. He came back.
Yeah,
caught the ball right there.
Short. He was definitely short.
Lou, thank you so much. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, he says, Gene Wilder and Richard, well, we got to get this playoff here.
4th and 1, man in motions, Wandell. They are going to go for it. Tyrod fumbles the snap, and the Rams are going to have it in Giants territory.
Yeah, I mean, this is, come on, man. I mean, you can't even get the damn snap on 4th and 1. Look, Dable's pissed. This is the reason we're 5-10, because of shit like this. We don't even have a chance to convert it. What the hell, Tyrod?
Oh.
That's Giants football in a nutshell. This is the last decade. This is what it's been. It's not even like they stopped us. We just stopped ourselves.
So now
hey, Mo!
Giants territory.
Hey, Mo! Three Stooges.
5:02 to
go. Lou says Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor were a great comedy team. Silver Streak, See No Evil, Hear No Evil. They had great comedic chemistry. Were they in Stir Crazy together as well? Was that another one, or was that just Gene Wilder?
No, I'm not sure on that one. Here's Stafford. Stafford will take the snap. He pitches to Williams. Williams off the left side. He'll get 5. 2nd and 5.
He did a good job of making himself narrow and just kind of side swiping himself in there for an extra couple of yards. I can't believe that they just fumbled that damn ball. Why don't they just quarterback sneak? They don't need to do a tush push. Why don't they just do a regular quarterback sneak?
Well, I people in the chat are saying it's the snap. Might have been. I don't know if it was this. Either way, I don't care. It sucks. They fumbled the ball.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what it was. It's just it's just Giants in general. It looked like Tyrod had it when he went to turn to hand it off. He lost the ball.
Yeah. Stafford drops back, pump fake, scans the field, throws, caught. Higbee will get the first down up to the 33. He's been a beast today.
Yeah. 4:20 to go in the second quarter. 4:20 going half. 4:20 crew. Oh, that's right. Smuggler's got him.
Richard Toy, Fire in the Toy. Yes, I love that movie as a kid.
Oh, I did too. The toy was great.
In the Spider-Man pajamas.
The toy was great.
The toy was great. Yeah,
that was good. I loved that when I was a kid. I remember going and getting all the piranhas. I remember him going. He was saying there's no piranhas in the thing. He had all the piranhas all over him. I haven't seen that movie in forever.
3:39 to go. Stafford takes the snap. He throws to Williams. They got a screen set up. Makes a man miss, and he's still on his feet. He'll get 9. It'll bring up 2nd and 1.
Yeah, the Giants have a hard time tackling. Williams very excited about himself on that play, but just all year we've had a very difficult time tackling, and it has definitely bit us more than a number of times. Again, it's just fundamentals, fundamentally be execution, executionally be fundamentals, but the Giants don't do either one. And this is why they're 5-10. They just don't do. Last year they did fundamentals. They did a lot of them correctly. The little things helped us win games. This year, little things have not helped us win games.
2nd and 1 from the 24. Play action. Stafford throws. Caught by Higbee. He lowers the shoulder. He'll get fined for that. He gets 4. Up to the 20.
Definitely get fined for that. A lot of fines coming out of this game, guys lowering their shoulder. Playing football, you're not allowed in the NFL. You cannot play football in the NFL, guys. So don't try. But it's crazy. David, thank you so much. There's another good 80s comedy is Gung Ho String, Michael Keaton. I also love the animated classic, The Secret. My wife loved that one, The Secret of NIHM.
Never saw that.
John Bluth. It's animated. It's like it's a movie about rats, I think.
I do love Michael Keaton. I think he's funny too.
Don Bluth's first film after leaving Disney Animation. I would have never known that.
2:12 to go. He gives to Williams. Williams off left guard gets 2. It'll bring up 2nd and 8. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
7-7. We got a good game. Well, I'm going to go potty. It's number 2. So we have the over 3.5. We're like right on pace. We're at the half, 2 Ps. I'll be right back.
I hope you guys took the over. What's going on? H says, what's up, Wumpag? He says, can't believe Saquon got fined in the NFL. Yeah, it's the league we play in now. Funniest movie of the 80s was Airplane. Airplane's fantastic. If we're talking parody movies, of course, you got Spaceballs. You've got Naked Gun. I love that one with Leslie Nielsen. You've got what was the one with Charlie Sheen? I forgot what it was called. But they made a part due. That was in the title. That was really funny. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. Hot Shots, I think it was maybe. There's a lot of great parodies. Let's see. What's up, Prestige, man? Thanks for popping in. Yeah, Hot Shots. Yeah, that was it. Kuda says, have you guys seen the new Iron Claw movie? No, I have not, but I heard it was good. That's the wrestling movie, right? With Zac Efron. I haven't seen it yet, but I want to. I did just see what's that new Christmas movie that everybody's been talking about that's going to be up for Best Picture with Paul Giamatti. I did see that. That just came on streaming, and that was actually very good. I forgot the name of it off the top of my head, but The Leftovers, it was called. That was very good.
I heard you mention parodies, and yeah, I think Spaceballs could be my favorite parody. Another John Candy movie, and Rick Moranis, of course. That is hilarious. I actually saw that in the movie theater.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's how old I am.
That's a class. I mean, Blazing Saddles was another one.
Yeah, that was before. I mean, I've seen Blazing Saddles, but that was before. I didn't see that in the movie theater. I'm not that old.
But that's another. That was a parody.
The Mel Brooks stuff was always really good. You can't do those movies today, especially Blazing Saddles. Forget about it. You couldn't make that movie today. Ain't no way.
No.
But just there was a lot of good comedies in the 80s. The comedies, it's the same thing with horror movies. It's just a dying breed. They have no creativity anymore. Everything is they're all the same. There's nothing creative about it. Blue Dragonfly, thank you so much. You two are what gets me through a season like this. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Trust me when we tell you, you guys get us through a season like this. And we've had a lot of seasons like this since Chris and I started doing this. So we appreciate it. Toasty, thank you so much. 06 kind of hurts a bit too. Lost. Yeah, David Akers kicking that field goal at the end of regulation.
Mm-hmm.
We were only 8-8 that year. I don't really know that we were going to do much. At least next year was really good. Toasty. 07 came on.
07 made me forget about 06.
Yeah. But maybe forget about the previous, from 91 to 06. Maybe forget about 97. Maybe forget about 2002. Maybe forget about a lot of stuff.
2nd and 7 here from the 18. Stafford under center, man in motion is Puka, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, throws to Puka. He's got some lead blockers, and he'll get it all the way up to the 5-yard line.
We just can't tackle. It's just amazing. It's like the Giants when we can't stop a screen.
Yeah.
What I see the Giants do is like they're allowing the guy to come to them. Like they're not aggressive going after these ball carriers. They're not aggressive going after receivers. It's like they just wait for the guy to come to them and they're getting pushed off the ball. This happens all the time. Like Thibodeau's got to look at Dory Jackson, the way he just kind of got out of the way. Like, what are they doing? You got to be aggressive, and it's like they let the offense take it to them. It's got to be the other way around.
Here's the snap. Stafford throws a fade pattern, corner, incomplete.
It was a bad throw by Stafford.
Yeah, he's made a couple of bad throws today. 2nd and goal.
It's not close. Robert, thank you so much. Have you ever seen a team not make yard all year? I don't think I've ever seen a team not get a yard. I know the Giants have minus passing yards, but we had yards on the ground. Like that may have happened, but
well, we got negative yards in that game with Fromm a couple of years ago.
That's what I'm saying. Minus passing yards. I think we had this year too. We had a minus passing yards at some point.
Stafford throws, caught. Kupp, touchdown.
I think that's Cooper Kupp's first catch of the day.
If it's not, it's maybe a second. But yeah, he hasn't been very involved.
I mean, this is why the Rams are good, though. I mean, they can beat you with Kupp. They can beat you with Nakua. They can beat you with Williams. They can beat you with Higbee. They're a good team.
They are a good team.
But of course, the Giants fumble certainly gives them the ball in midfield and not much resistance after that. Lou, thank you so much. He says, yes, they were in stir crazy. It might have been the best of their 3 they made together. Gene Wilder was great in that. Gene Wilder was great in a lot. Of course, he was Willy Wonka. He was in Blazing
Wonka, of course, yeah.
He was in a lot of good movies. Gene Wilder was.
And the kick's good, 14-7. They just came out with the new Willy Wonka. I haven't seen it, but
my wife and kid went to see it yesterday.
Did they like it?
Yes.
Yeah.
They liked it a lot.
Good time for that to come out. Christmas movie.
I like the original Wonka. I don't screw with the remakes and crap. She said it was like a prequel. It's kind of how he became Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
Which she said it was. Toasty, thank you so much. He says, did you hear about the Ted spinoff and Dodgeball too? I certainly didn't because I don't pay any attention.
A Ted spinoff. I would love that. My friend was actually in Ted. That was a good comedy, but it was at this point, it's about 20 years ago. So, but that was a good, fairly recent comedy, I guess. But no, I didn't hear about that.
Ernie 8-bit, still one of the best emojis and thumbnails, profile pics, whatever you want to call it, because I love NES. We were talking about that a couple weeks ago. Your favorite Christmas gift of all time. I think somebody asked that, and mine is definitely the Nintendo Entertainment System. I got in 1986. In my opinion, still the best video game console ever made. I don't care that the graphics are only 8-bit. I love the games.
Can't go wrong with that. Can't go wrong with it. I've seen The Jerk. Haven't seen it in a long time. I don't remember it well enough.
It was on IFC.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I was watching something. Brewster's Millions was on before it, and then The Jerk came on. I fell asleep.
You know what's a Steve Martin movie that I really like, that it's a guilty pleasure of mine. I don't think it's like
Roxanne.
Roxanne's good. That's a good one. But no, it's My Blue Heaven. It's one of the
gangster, like the
he's like a gangster with Rick Moranis. It's one of those movies. Whenever it's on, I'm like, oh, I'll watch this. It's like
I have not seen that. I forgot all about that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I liked it. I like it. It's one of my Steve Martin guilty pleasures, I guess.
Steve Martin, we got a flag in the play. Of course, it's on the Giants.
Yep. What else is new?
John Michael Schmitz fits right in. Illegal hands in the face. But it's been a trying year for Coach Dable, no question. Bob, thanks so much. It is 93. Giants got to go ahead touchdown versus Dallas for the number 1 seed. Emmett would have played the wild card with a separated shoulder.
Handoff to Barkley, gets 11. It'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Barkley's best runs of the day.
Giants are kind of
best runs of the year.
Giants are kind of in between here. Do you want to rush and potentially give them, not that it matters, but here's Taylor from the 25, 2nd and 9.
I think that's why they're
back, throws. Good. That could have been a flag. And they throw it. The latest flag of all time, but the Giants didn't get the ball.
Yeah, I think they ran the ball at Barkley to see what they got. And then when they got to 2nd and 11, they're like, all right, let's take a shot. Now they will. Now they will try to get some points here before the half. Of course, the Rams started with the football. So Giants get the second half kickoff. They did, right? Rams started with the football. Yes, no?
Yes, the Rams did start with the football.
Bob says, Emmett would have played in the wild card with a separated shoulder. Bob Papa told me the Giants would have made the Super Bowl. I don't know that they would have. Obviously, that game that they lost in overtime to Dallas at the end of the season hurt because we would have been we would have won the division.
And there's an interception as Taylor threw it up to Slayton, and he lobbed that one up. Fuller comes up with the
and now the Rams will have an opportunity, Chris, because now with the turnover, the Rams got 2 timeouts, 107. It's a bad throw by Tyrod. When you're throwing down the sideline, you have to throw it to the receiver's outside shoulder so that does not happen. You throw it to the inside shoulder, it's very easily intercepted. It doesn't matter what Tyrod's pointing at there. The ball's inside. It has to be over the outside shoulder so that this does not happen. When you throw the ball to the inner shoulder, it allows the safety or the cornerback to make a play on the ball. If it's over the outside shoulder, it's out of bounds, and this doesn't get intercepted.
It's a bad throw. I mean,
it's a bad throw.
Yeah.
I don't know what Tyrod was talking about there. That's not a good throw.
Yeah.
It's a bad throw. But I don't know what the Giants would have done in 93. I just know that Cowboys team was really good. But the Giants did take you in the last game of the season.
I don't think we would have beaten that Cowboys team.
The Niners are really good too. So
there's a throw, and now the Rams fumble and they give it back.
They give it right back. What an ending to this match.
Belton comes up with his second turnover up to the 43.
And we're seeing a lot of Belton in this game. It's very possible that he takes over for McKinney, and the Giants get a break. They give what they giveth, and then they take it away. Is that what it is? Thou giveth, and then thou taketh away.
Yeah, let's see the play here. I think Adoree punched this out. Yeah, he did. Adoree punched it out, and Flat comes up. Belton rather comes up with it. Great play by Adoree.
Adoree's little quick jab like Mike Tyson.
And here's a shotgun here for Taylor. We'll see if he can make up for the pick. He'll throw this one to Wandell over the middle. Wandell makes a man miss. Wandell's got I love this kid. I love him.
He's good, man.
Up to the 22.
He's very shifty, very versatile. He got, like I said, you can do a lot of things with Wandale. He's not the biggest size guy, but it's a really good pick by Joe Shane.
I like him.
That's what you need.
22 after a big gain there on first down.
I mean, you have your future slot receiver here.
Yeah, he's good.
Without question. You know, we've had a multitude of them this year. You know, how many we were talking about with Patty, how many freaking slot receivers did we bring in? This is your future slot receiver. He can play. We need a number one receiver to be the guy with him and Jalen Hyatt, and you get a decent tight end, you're going to have something.
Yeah, he's definitely a part of the future. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Shotgun formation here for Taylor from the 23. Drops back. That's batted at the line. He was looking for Wandale again.
Wandale was open, but that was a good play by the defensive line of the Rams. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Akuna King, thanks so much for being a member for 34 months. He says, Happy New Year's, Giants. Yeah, Merry New Year to everybody out there. Merry New Year. It's Happy New Year. In this country, please forgive me for my English, which stinks. I forgot what his name is. That's not a good throwing time. Hit a guy right in the elbow.
Yeah. We'll see if the Giants can cash in. They still got plenty of time. 2 timeouts from the 23. Taylor drops back and they will not be cashing in on that play. That's a loss of about 6, and the Giants will have to use another timeout.
And they should just run the ball and then kick a field goal. They don't have not many teams have a 3rd and 17 in their playbook, especially the Giants. And the Giants just going to let this clock run.
Yeah. I guess, it makes sense. You don't want the Rams getting they let it run down to 24, and then they call the timeout. They don't want the Rams getting time.
Merry New Year.
3rd and 18.
You want some beef jerky? There's plenty, you know.
Oh, Pugh again, man. Ugh.
Yeah, Pugh. Just Pugh.
Yeah.
Just Pugh.
By the way, another sack. We're getting closer to the all-time record, even though we're not going to break that.
Well, we're going to end up with about 85 or 90.
Yeah, that's a good total.
It ain't bad. Favorite movie? The Ace, thank you so much for the super chat. I don't think I watched a movie.
Oh, that's a good question. To be fair, I haven't seen enough movies, but I'll tell you what my favorite
movie guy. I definitely do not.
I still haven't seen the new Godzilla. I know everybody's raving about that. As Taylor now is hurt, so DeVito may come in the game. Looks like he was holding his back. He gets
he got hit right in the kidneys.
So Taylor down at the 27. Giants will let it tick. They'll kick a field goal.
I know, hit him. He'll be fine.
I'm trying to think of my favorite movie. I mean, I saw The Holdovers. That was really good. I'd go with Oppenheimer, I think. I saw Barbie, which everybody was going crazy about, and maybe I went into the movie I saw it on HBO. I didn't see it in theaters. Maybe I went into it with way too high of expectations because of all the attention it got. I don't know. I didn't see it. I don't know why Barbie's getting all these accolades. I wouldn't watch it again.
I lie. Super Mario Brothers movie was the best
saw
movie.
Super Mario Brothers. That was fun.
That was awesome. I saw it my kid on his birthday. We went. I loved it. Again, that was very nostalgic for me.
Killers of the Flower Moon was very good. There's another one. That was good. Snap, hold, kick. That's blocked. But he jumped over the Giants. They're going to be hit with a flag. He jumped over the Giants.
No, is it the Giants or did the Rams use leverage?
Yeah, I think it's on the Rams.
Oh, I thought you said it was on the Giants.
Yeah, I think it's on the Rams.
I think Crosby's going to get another shot at this. I think it's leverage. And Gable's like, yep, we'll take the penalty. That's exactly what it was. You can't jump over the guy. You're not allowed to go through that area, I guess. But can't do that. Used to be able to do it. He didn't really use leverage, though. They might pick this up. He just jumped over the lineman. That's not illegal, is it? I'm very confused. He didn't use any leverage. He didn't touch anybody. He just jumped over everybody and blocked it. I think that's good. I don't think that's a penalty.
Let's see if
you can do that. You can't line up over
the other guy held him down, though.
Oh, that's what it is. So it's not on 18. It's on 91. Maybe.
Turner held him down. Yeah.
No, leaping is a penalty.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to play football anymore, people.
The Jets did the same thing against us, remember? And they didn't get called for it.
Leaping. I've never heard that penalty. Leaping. Leaping.
Soon there's gonna be a flag for farting.
Bro, yeah. What the hell? Leaping. What is it? So you got like ineligible downfield, false start, offsides, holding, illegal contact, pass interference, roughing the passer, right? Intentional grounding, right? Intentional grounding. What is the call for leaping? Does the official jump up in the air? Leaping.
Snap, hold, kick is good. 15-yard penalty, unnecessary flagellance on the defense.
What the hell?
I'm
Leaping.
getting ready for that call next year.
Leaping Manny Poffo. Great wrestler back in the day. 14-10 Let me change the scoreboard. We'll talk some more about the movies. It's always fun, man. It's good stuff. But yeah, I love the Super Mario Brothers movie, man. That was awesome. I had a lot of fun with that one. Because again, I'm an older guy, and I remember all the Nintendo stuff, and I love the soundtrack as well.
I still got to see the everybody's saying good. I think it's called. I forgot what it's called. The one with Emma Stone. It looks weird, but everybody. I think it's called Good Things, or I can't remember the name of it. But that's the next one I want to see. I haven't seen that yet.
Chris is definitely a movie guy.
I love movies. Yeah, I love movies.
I've really been a movie guy in 20 years.
Yeah, I just watched Nightmare Before Christmas last night for the first time in forever. That was a fun movie. It's a fun movie.
You don't know if it's a horror movie or you don't really know what it is.
I don't know what. Yeah, it's kind of it was creative, but yeah, I don't know. Does that qualify as a horror movie or a Christmas movie? I'm not sure.
Blue Dragonfly, thank you so much. If Wink goes, I hope we go back to a 4-3 defense. It'd be interesting to see what they do. I think Wink stays, but who knows?
Yeah,
we have a very interesting offseason. Like I said, last year was a very boring offseason, which is what you want as a football fan. This year is not going to be boring. Not going to be boring. Robert, thank you so much. The Giants are the worst at where you mean a yard, like 3rd and 1? That doesn't surprise me. We have no line. I think that's what you're talking about. Whether 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1. Yeah, our line sucks.
I'm thinking of a movie, by the way, that Baddog I think you should see. You're a big horror fan. It came out this year. What the hell is the name of it? It was really good. I wouldn't say it was great. I would say it was really good. It was it's the movie about when you touch the hand. Somebody in the chat's gonna say it. There's like this hand, and when you touch it, your body becomes possessed from like a spirit.
It's interesting. I know they made like 1 million Exorcists.
The Exorcist, I did not see the new one. That got horrible reviews. I didn't see that.
I'm not gonna see it because I've seen the original.
Yeah. Somebody in the chat will say it. Thanksgiving, I haven't seen either. People said that's a good horror movie too. I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah. Idle Hands?
No, it's not Idle Hands. That's not it. Talk to Me. That's it. Talk to Me.
Talk to Me.
It was a movie made in Australia originally. It was good.
Australia. I love Australia.
Yeah, it was good.
Right now, they're in Australia. It's already the new year. So they're way ahead of us now. It's 14 hours or whatever. So, my guy Lucas, if he's there, I don't know if he's here tonight, but Lucas out there celebrating from Queensland, Australia. Toasty, thank you so much. Says Ted came out in 2012. Who did your friend play?
He was an extra, Toasty. He was my friend. My friend moved to California right around that time, maybe like 2009, 2010, to try to become an actor. And he was one of the extras in the party scene when they get into the fight with the neighbor and they run in. And he's one of he has like 4 or 5 scenes in that scene. I don't even think he had a speaking role, but he was in that movie.
Gotcha.
I remember I didn't know he was in the movie, and then I saw it, and I texted him right after. I'm like, "Were you in Ted?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I was one of the extras." So
nice. Chris's friends and people. Why does this never save? This is strange how that works with this stupid. Whoops. What the hell am I doing? Well, I'm as bad as the Giants offense here. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Robert, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Says, thanks for making the season a livable, crazy game. We appreciate you being here, Robert. A cat? It is a cat. Little striped cats are my favorite. Let's go around the league real quick. Let's see what we got here. The Baltimore Ravens are crushing Miami 28-13. Boy, Baltimore is on fire. New England's hanging with Buffalo. It's 20-14, and looks like New England's going to attempt a field goal here. They have
Ravens are impressive.
Chicago all over Atlanta, 21-7. Vegas getting slaughtered by Indianapolis, 14-3. Carolina hasn't scored. Jacksonville up 9-0. Houston all over Tennessee, 20-3. Philadelphia up on Arizona, 21-6. New Orleans destroying Tampa Bay, 17-0. So nothing good for the Giants happening here. I don't know where the hell I have the Commanders are down 13-10 in the third quarter against San Francisco. That's what we got there.
Gremlins, David. Great call. Great Christmas movie. If
It
that
is.
qualifies.
And I was, it is. That's a Christmas movie.
Yeah, I love Gremlins.
I was a big Phoebe Cates guy.
Yes.
Right. Everybody remembers her from Fast Times at Ridgemont High, but yeah, she was.
I gotta watch that movie. I haven't seen that movie in years. I love
Gremlins.
Gremlins. Yeah.
Kid loved Gremlins.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, that came out in '84. I had all the Gremlins toys. I had the stuffed animals.
Another, I guess, horror movie from that era that I like. Every time it's on TV, I have to watch it. Is Tremors.
With Kevin Bacon. That came out years after, though. That was like a late 80s. I think that came out in 1990. Gremlins
Yeah, it
came
was
out.
very early 90s, very late 80s. Yeah.
I mean, my wife
I
liked it.
Tremors.
I didn't really like Tremors.
You don't like Tremors? I like Tremors.
Kevin
I like
Bacon.
Gremlins more. I like Gremlins more. But
Kevin Bacon's film debut, of course, Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
He takes the
Absolutely.
spear through his neck. It was great.
Yeah.
Most people get a lot of big actors and actors get their starts in horror movies. Jamie Lee Curtis, Halloween, Johnny Depp, Nightmare on Elm Street. What was his face? Matt McConaughey was in one of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre sequels. And it's just funny how
really? You know that Matthew McConaughey, that was his first movie?
Yeah, I believe so. Tom Hanks was in He Knows You're Alone. That was his film debut. So it happens with a lot of them. It's crazy. David, thank you so much. Appreciate it. One of my favorite Steve Martin. Yes, The Three Amigos is fantastic. Yes.
Yes. Of course.
That is a good one.
Yes.
That is a good one.
Yes.
Yeah. That is great. This singing bush. Chevy Chase shoots the Invisible Man because he doesn't.
Chevy Chase supposedly is like an absolute jerk in real life. Like Bill Murray can't stand working. Like people hate him.
Oh, I'm sure.
But he's one of my favorite comedians. I love everything Chevy Chase is in. He makes me laugh.
Yeah, he's pretty. That movie's underrated.
Yeah,
the Three Amigos is definitely underrated.
Yeah.
El Guapo.
Actually, one of my favorite Chevy Chase characters. It's not a great. It's called Dirty Work with Norm Macdonald. Rest in peace.
I haven't seen it.
Chevy Chase plays a gambling addict doctor. And he every scene they show him, he looks a little bit more beat up because the bookie keeps coming and beating him up because he's not paying back the money. And he talks. There's one scene where he talks about how he loses every bet, and he says that he bet on Mr. T. He bet against Rocky and Rocky 3.
I gotcha. I remember seeing Fletch in the drive-in. That's how old I am. I used to go to drive-in. One of my another. It's not really a good movie, but one of my favorite Chevy Chase movies is Funny Farm.
I never saw that one.
You've never seen Funny Farm?
I never saw Funny Farm.
So him and his wife moved to this little quaint thing, and then everything goes wrong. Like everything goes wrong. They lose their furniture. I haven't seen it in a long time. Just everything goes wrong. They buy this big house on the farm. They want to settle down. He's a writer. Him and his wife, she starts going out. He's writing. His book sucks. He can't think of anything, and you got to see it. It's pretty funny.
I got to see that one. I never saw that one.
Yeah, that's it. That's kind of an off-the-wall one. But I remember that one. For whatever reason, I always remember him. They ask about his dog, and I just remember him being just these Chevy Chasers. Like he's probably out somewhere scaring up game. He was they were trying to sell their house because shit was going awry. So it's pretty funny.
How about another comedy I love with Bill Murray is that not everybody has seen is What About Bob? You ever see that one?
Yes.
With him and Richard Dreyfuss.
Richard Dreyfuss, yes.
That's what I love that movie. That's one of my favorite comedies.
One of my favorite Bill Murray movies is definitely Scrooged.
Scrooge is fantastic.
That's a good one.
Kingpin. You seen Kingpin?
I have seen with Woody Harrelson.
Yeah. Bigger.
Jake, thanks so much. Appreciate it. Says Baddog, I've been making homemade raviolis with my dad all day. Nice. Sounds really good right now. I can't eat raviolis. My cheat day was yesterday. But God, I haven't had raviolis in a long time. Just tune in. How we looking today? And Happy New Year's to everybody. Yes, Many New Year to everybody. We're competing. It's 14-10. Rams up at a half. We're competing. We are competing.
Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year to everybody. Absolutely.
Stripes is another great Bill Murray movie.
Stripes is a good one.
Of course, Caddyshack, which is just a all-star cast. Like everybody we're mentioning is in that. Rodney Dangerfield,
Chevy Chase,
Bill Murray.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Dark Hawk Prime makes so much. He says, Sega Genesis is the best video. Genesis isn't really that era. Genesis came out in 1990. The NES came out in 1984, 85. So that's a gigantic difference. I had a Genesis. I worked a part-time job as a kid, and I bought it myself because I loved Sonic the Hedgehog. It came with Sonic. And obviously Altered Beast was one of my favorites. Then the Mortal Kombat came out. But I had a Genesis, and I really liked it. But Nintendo, I mean, I was 9 when I got that. So that's why that's such a big deal to me. Because I'm so old, I had an Atari 2600, and those graphics were 4-bit, and they were terrible. So when you got a Nintendo, it was just way different. It was such an upgrade over an Atari. And I just love the games. I love Mega Man, I love Castlevania, I love Metroid, I love Ninja Gaiden. Zelda's my favorite game of all time. Russian Attack.
I loved Zelda as a kid, but I could never beat it.
I beat it. And you know how you had to, like, I remember, well, listen, there was a Nintendo Power that came out. There was a magazine that gave you all the tips. Now, I figured out how to beat Zelda, especially the second one, because everything moved around after you beat Ganon the first time. Everything moved around the second time. The map wasn't the same. So I remember that and Adventure Link Zelda 2, definitely two of my favorites. I just love Nintendo. I still play Nintendo. I don't play video games at all, barely, but if I do, I have just a console that plays Nintendo games. I have Fester's Quest and I have Russian Attack, but I have the Wii. I bought the Wii just to get the virtual console so I could buy Nintendo games that are $5 a piece. So I have like 30 of them.
Have they ever made, if they haven't, I'm sure they're going to, have they ever made a Zelda movie yet? I don't think they have.
I can't believe they haven't.
Maybe they have. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know.
But yeah, I'm sure they will in the future if they haven't.
Zach, thank you so much. He says you can't leap for more than 1 yard behind the line of scrimmage. I mean, I understand it's a rule. I just don't. I don't understand why. I guess I've never heard the call leaping. Usually it was unsportsmanlike conduct. I've never heard of the penalty leaping. I just don't know what like I said, I know all the illegal down, 12 men in the huddle, ineligible downfield, unsportsmanlike conduct, unnecessary roughness, intentional grounding, holding, illegal contact, illegal hands in the face, pass. Like, I know them all. I don't know what the leaping one is. I don't know what it is.
Oh, so apparently they are making a Zelda movie. People said in the chat they're in the process of making one. I didn't know that. Okay.
Jake, you didn't have to do that again. I think he sent that by mistake, the second one there. But appreciate Jake. Thanks so much. And there's Lucas. Thank you so much for the incredible generosity, man. I really appreciate it. He's there from Dananda. He says, there he is. He says, "Oh, me a bad dog." He says, "Happy New Year." Of course, it's New Year's in Australia. It's got to be 4 a.m. there, Luke. What time is it in Australia? It's got to be like 4 a.m. Lucas that's why he's a legend. How else are you going to be from Australia? It's got to be 4 a.m.
I know that. Yeah, I know they're well ahead of us.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know exactly where he's in Queensland, I think. So I don't know how far that is. That could be 12, 14 hours. I know Auckland, New Zealand's like 18 hours ahead of us.
Wow.
But I'm not sure like everywhere in Australia. I think Melbourne's 12 hours. Sydney might be 12 hours. I don't know how far Brisbane is, but Lucas, thank you so much, man. Really appreciate that. Happy New Year. Merry New Year to everybody out there.
Happy New Year, Lucas. Thank you for being
here. Lucas gets this drop. We don't drop this one very often. But that's Wu-Tang is the best ever. And my Giants, thank you so much. He says Midsummer and Hereditary, two newish you must watch.
Maybe I'm weird, and
weird.
Every once in a while, I am weird. Every once in a while, you're gonna have an opinion that goes against the popular opinion. Hereditary is like one of the most popular recent horror movies. I didn't like it. I thought maybe I went into it with way too high of expectations because of all the credit it was getting. I thought it was vastly overrated. I was not a big fan of Hereditary.
No, I never even heard of it. I really don't pay attention to movies. It's crazy. I just watch older movies. I watch this crap I grew up with. He almost
Taylor takes the snap out of the gun. He's going to be sacked. He loses a yard.
He almost fumbled that one. He didn't handle that cleanly.
Yeah.
David, thank you so much. And of course, the $20 one is one of my favorites. Also 1984, which is the greatest year ever. Or Karate Kid, of course.
Of course.
David, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Happy New Year, guys. Merry New Year. The 2023 movie Nightmare at MetLife almost over. Yes. Yes.
There's a catch by Wandell over the middle up to the 31. It'll be 3rd and 4.
I would say my favorite horror movie is The Giants Every Week. It really is. Really what we got. It's a horror comedy. The Giants are like watching Evil Dead. It's a comedy horror. You're Dead Alive. It's a horror comedy. You have to laugh and you have to cover your eyes with this damn team.
3rd and 4 here for the Giants at the 31. Taylor takes the snap, throws. That's caught. That's Waller up to the 40, to the 45, down to the Giants are going to have a chance to win this game. I keep saying it.
I'm telling you, I like that route by Waller, and I don't know why we don't do more of this. Chris, so many times we see this go against us where it's like, how the hell are guys that open on 3rd and 4? Waller fakes inside, goes back outside. Nobody's out there. It's a great play design, and you wonder why the Giants can't do more of that.
Good play by Barkley, too, blocking upfield.
That's a really good play for the Giants. We're almost at midfield, 1st and 10 from the 49.
Giants have it here at the 49. Play action. Taylor drops back under pressure. He's going to take off. He's going to fake the pass. Now he'll run with it. He gets out of bounds. He gets 2.
We'll take it.
Bring up 2nd and 8 at the Rams 49.
Take 2. Chicklet, thank you so much. It seems the Rangers are the only good team in New York. Let's freaking go Rangers. The Rangers are great. And as I've said, I'm a casual Ranger fan, so I don't ever consider myself a diehard. But when they make the postseason, I do live stream Ranger games. I am not a good hockey play-by-play guy, but damn it, I had fun the year I did it, so I'll definitely do it again.
There's a handoff to Gray up the middle. He'll get 2.
Is Barkley
for the Giants?
And Barkley's not in there. Oh, Barkley was just in there.
Yeah, he made a block on the Waller play.
But yeah, if the Rangers make the postseason, which I'm sure they will, I'll call the games again. I am not a good hockey play-by-play guy. I don't really understand. I have a tough time following the puck. The players constantly change, and I don't know them the way I know everybody else. There's no stoppage in play when there's substitutes in hockey, so I have a hard time following it. But I had a lot of fun doing it the year I did it.
Here's Taylor. Taylor under pressure. He's going to go down in another sack given up by the Giants. They'll have to punt.
He's got to get rid of the ball. You got to get rid of the ball and turn it playing the old guitar. Let's go.
Islanders are doing good too this year. I saw in the standings. Both of them
the Rangers are one of the best.
No, the Rangers have the best record, I think.
Yeah, they may be the best team in hockey. They were 24-8-1 the last I knew. They're really good. Listen, man, last year I felt like the Rangers, it was disappointing because the year before they made it to the Eastern Conference Finals against the Lightning, and they had the first 2 games, and then they should have won more, and they should have made the finals that year. Stanley Cup Finals, they did. This year, there's no excuses. Them losing to the Devils last year was very disappointing.
Rams will call for the fair catch at the 12, and that's where they'll set up shop.
Larry, thank you so much for the super chat. He says it's 10. I'm trying to find what that is. From my undisclosed location in the Middle East, 1 hour and 20 minutes until New Year's. So 10:40. Yeah. 10:40. And he says 1 hour, 20 minutes until New Year's here. Thanks for the stream for this game on New Year's Eve. Larry, I hope you're having a few beverages because I'm looking at the way Larry typed it. I'm thinking maybe Larry's had a couple of adult beverages today. Nothing wrong with that. It's New Year's. Happy Merry New Year's. Celebrate. But Larry,
speaking of movies, I'm pretty sure that's from one of my favorite movies. His thumbnail of Brad Pitt. That is from Inglourious Bastards, I think, which is one of my all-time favorite movies. Definitely one of the top 2 or 3 Tarantino movies of all time. Happy New Year's, Larry.
Merry New Year. Happy New Year. What was that guy's name? What the hell was his name in real life? He's the principal in Breakfast Club, which is one of my I freaking love the Breakfast Club. I could watch that. 5 times in a row and I get sick of it. He's also Clarence Beeks. What the hell was his name in real life? He passed away a few years ago. Someone in the chat will say it.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I cannot think of his name offhand.
Let's take a look around the league. Patriots are hanging tough with the Bills, down 6.
What the hell is that guy's name? 25-8-1 the Rangers are.
Yeah, I'm not sure on
Isn't
the
it
name.
Michael Gleason, is that his name? It's not John Hughes. John Hughes made the movie. Paul Gleason, that's it. That's it. Thank you. I knew somebody would say it. Yeah, John Hughes made 16 Candles, Breakfast Club, Pretty in Pink, I think was his. Pretty in Pink is a good movie, too. John Cryer is great in that movie.
I never saw that one either.
You never saw Pretty in Pink with Molly Ringwald and John Cryer?
No.
And Andrew McCarthy?
No.
Wow, you got to see that.
Yeah, I know John Hughes made all the comedies in the 80s.
Did you see 16 Candles?
Yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah.
You got to see Pretty in Pink's. It's kind of like a romantic comedy, but it's a good movie.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
I have to see that one. I never
you
saw it.
You got to see that one. I can't believe you've never seen Pretty in Pink.
Never saw it. No,
it's a good one. Dark Hawk. Well, listen, I have some people at work. Like one woman told me she never saw Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I said, "Well, what are you doing?"
Yeah,
I'm like, "What are you doing? You gotta watch that." Then she did. She's like, "I didn't really like it." I'm like, "I guess you had to grow up when I did to really enjoy it." I guess it's more my generation.
Rams coming out in the pistol from the 12. Ferris Bueller, of course, one of the most rewatched movies of all time.
Absolutely. That's
Cup
why
Stafford takes the snap, throws, hits Cup out of bounds at about the 18. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Stafford did a good job handling that snap. Looked like it was a little bit to his right. Looked like he caught it in his armpit and he made the play. But yeah, Ferris Bueller, that's why when Abe is in here, and I say, Abe Froman, the Sausage King of Chicago, Abe Froman. Of course, it's from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Ferris Bueller is one of my favorite movies when I was like a little kid. Every time it was on, I would watch it. Beetlejuice was another one of those, which they're remaking, by the way.
Oh God,
I'm looking forward to that one. It'll probably be bad. 2nd and 4.
One of my favorite movies I was watching when I was a kid about the same era as Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and it was a terrible movie, and I'll get to it in 1 second.
And incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd and 4.
Higbee dropped that. That was a first down, and Giants get a break. Howard the Duck is one of the worst movies in the history of film. But as a 10-year-old kid, I loved it.
They're remaking Howard the Duck, I think.
You can't remake Howard the Duck.
I think they are. I think I heard that.
That shouldn't have even been made the first time.
Well, actually, you want to talk about a cult classic that was one of my every time it was on TV, I would watch it as a kid. Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
I remember Killer.
Shotgun formation here for Stafford. Drops back, throws. That's caught. Puka Nacua still on his feet. Awful tackling by Adoree Jackson.
Yep.
Awful.
Horrible. And he's going to take it out.
Tackling I've ever seen. And Nacua goes down to the 2 yard.
Got all the way down to the 2. We can't tackle for shit. Our corners can't tackle. Adoree Jackson did this on the screen pass. He ran away from the defender. He's washed. He's washed.
Awful. That is one of the worst jobs of tackling I've ever
What you got to do, Chris, is push him out of bounds. I could have done it. You could have done it. My wife could have done it. Come on, man. My son could have pushed him out of bounds. What are you doing? He held on to him and let him go.
From the 2, he hands to Williams, and the Rams go in for 6.
That's pathetic. I bench his ass.
Wow. That was pathetic.
It's pathetic. Unbelievable. Again, the comedy of horrors continues for the Giants.
That was really bad.
That should have been a 4-yard gain instead of went for like 70. It's terrible. Dark Hawk, thank you so much. You guys think Wink is doing a good job? I do think Wink's doing a good job. Wink can't tackle.
Yeah, that's not.
I mean, that's not Wink's fault.
He missed the extra point.
Oh, he did. I got a little ahead of myself. Here, let's change this again. Yeah, I always do it twice. There we go. But yes, he says you can't keep getting dominated by our worst division rivals every year. Dable's 0-7 versus the Birds and boys so far. Well, we're a bad team. I mean, I'm going to blame the coach. The coaching's had a terrible year this year. They're not getting excused. They have had a horrendous year. And maybe Wink will be gone. I like Wink, but if the Giants made a change there, I'm not going to blame them. You know, but that's not Wink's fault that Adoree Jackson can't tackle.
Yeah, no.
You know,
I
that
understand it's a tough play one-on-one, but you got to do a better job than that. You got to try to drag him out of bounds.
And it's like he thought he was out of bounds. They let him go.
Yeah.
Jatan, thank you so much. He says, can you make sense of Johnson still being the O-line coach? I want Jaden Daniels. He would help this offense with his legs. Would help this offense? I'm going to try this again. I have not been drinking yet. I want Jaden Daniels. He would help this offense with his legs behind this line. I just think they're going to wait till the end of the year. I guess it doesn't make sense to fire Bobby Johnson now.
Yeah. I think he will be fired, but yeah, they'll wait till the end of the year.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think so too.
As far as Jaden Daniels goes, I don't want to have a quarterback that needs to run to survive. I want to fix the line. Not to say I don't like Jaden Daniels, but I want to fix the line too.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Larry, thank you so much. Chris C. Correcto. My PFP is Lieutenant Aldo Rain from Inglourious Bastards.
Yes.
And C, we managed to get some adult beverage.
that is one of the great. I know you don't watch new movies, Baddog, but if you haven't seen Inglourious Bastards, you need to see that.
I've never seen it.
That's one of the greatest. I mean, Quentin Tarantino is my favorite director ever, so maybe I'm a little bit biased, but that movie's I think the first scene to Inglourious Bastards is the greatest opening scene I've ever seen in a movie.
Yeah.
Christoph Waltz in that movie is incredible, and Django Unchained is damn close. Django and Inglourious I go back and forth. Those are my, and of course Pulp Fiction. Those are my three favorite Quentin Tarantino movies. But yeah, you absolutely need to see Inglourious Bastards.
Inglourious Bastards. It sounds like I've heard of it. I've just never.
Yeah,
I've never seen it, but that's great. Larry's going to celebrate the New Year's with us because if it's 10:53. That means at 4:00 it'll be New Year's, and this game will still be on about 4:00. So Larry's gonna wait. If you're 6 hours ahead of us, I'm sorry, if you're 8 hours ahead of us, you're gonna get to celebrate the New Year. 9 hours ahead, you're gonna celebrate in a couple. Our guy Lucas has already celebrated. It just depends on how far east you are across the Atlantic Ocean. If you're in the UK, you're not gonna quite get there because it's 7:53 in the UK.
And I see a lot of people mentioning Hateful Eight. I agree with you guys. I think that's one of the most overlooked Tarantino movies. I wouldn't put it quite on the level of those other three, but I love Hateful Eight. It's great.
Well, here are the Giants after terrible tackling, now trailing 20-10.
10-17 to go here in the third. Giants down by 10.
Yep. Terrible. Washington down 20-10. Arizona scored a touchdown. It's 21-13 there, and they have the ball to Philly 45.
And here's Tyrod out of the gun, takes the snap, little sidearm delivery there to Slayton. He'll get 7.
Slung that one in there. New England hanging tough. Buffalo is in New England territory at the 13. Baltimore is destroying Miami 35-13. Lamar Jackson is 13 for 15 for 262 yards and 4 touchdowns. And I hope that'll put an end to the idiots. I shouldn't call them idiots. To the people, that's wrong of me to call them idiots. The people comparing Lamar Jackson to Daniel Jones. Can we just stop that?
No, stop that. There's a handoff to Barkley. That was a play where rookie season Barkley.
Go on.
He probably would have been gone. Yeah, he gets 6. He gets tackled there from behind on the ankles. First down for the Giants.
Yep.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Giants. How does Barkley only have 4 carries? Oh, he got hurt. Yeah.
Right.
Wandell in motion. Fakes the handoff to Barkley. He's going to roll out. Taylor looking downfield. Now he's going to take off and run. He'll slide down. He'll get a yard. Maybe 2. 2nd and 8.
Yep. Lamar Jackson's killing it. 13 out of 15. 262 and 4 touchdowns. I never understood it anyway. All you got to do is watch them play. And there's no comparison. I got too many things going
Oh,
on.
yeah. No, you
Trying to
can't.
be fair.
No, you can't compare. You want an MVP? He's going to win his second MVP probably.
Well, they're comparing Lamar Jackson's year this year to Daniel Jones' last year. I'm like, you can do that with any quarterback. Oh, let's compare 2016 Brady to 1984 Marino. I mean, come on.
There's a handoff up the middle, nowhere to go there for Barkley. They'll lose a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9. The
What's
Thing
that?
is an epic horror movie. PA, epic.
What is?
The Thing,
Oh, it's one of my favorite movies ever.
one of
I
the
think
greatest movies of all time.
it's my fourth favorite horror movie ever. Fourth, behind Halloween, of course. The Exorcist. And
Shotgun. Taylor drops back, throws.
Time.
Oh my God, Saquon! What? Probably wouldn't have got the first down anyway. But come on.
People look at his hands like, "The hell are you doing?" But that's just Giants football, guys. I don't know what to tell you.
4th and 9.
Watch Mark look at his hands.
And that's why Saquon Christian McCaffrey gets paid what he does, and why the Giants didn't give you that. 4th and 9, Giants will have to punt.
Man, I love Barkley, but I'm not giving him. I'm tagging him. That's it. Tagging
Punts away by Gillen. Rams are going to field it at the 21. They'll call for the fair catch.
I'm tagging Barkley. I am not giving him big extension. Not doing it. I'm sorry. I love Barkley, but no. But yeah, that comparison, it just doesn't make any sense. I don't understand why people are trying to compare the damn guys. It doesn't make sense. By the way, hit that thumbs up if you haven't. We appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much. Kind of figured it'd be a lower crowd today. The Giants don't have nothing to play for. It's New Year's Eve. But thank you to the 1,200 people that are in the chat. But hit the thumbs up because it does help out the stream huge. Subscribe, ring the bell. But more importantly, like I said, make sure you go into the description. Subscribe to Chris. I'm sure everybody here is. But if you're not, we'll do it this again next week in this channel. We finish out the season with the Eagles. Thank God it's over. And that's why you guys and girls need it if you're young, when you're single or whatever. I was trying to think of a more studious word, but instead I just come up with single. If you're single and ready to mingle, go out and have a good time. Just don't do that. I don't know. Back in my day we did, but
I just can't wait for the season to be over so we can start talking about, unfortunately, the draft. But
we've been talking about that forever anyway.
Yeah, I just want the season to be over with.
Like the Jets, it just ended the season. That's what JETS stands for.
Yeah.
Jay Staubs, thank you so much. Says, how was the Dory lockdown most of last year? This year he always looks lost. It doesn't make sense to me. Could see a little regression, but come on, just older. I don't know. I honestly don't know what the deal is with him. But he has looked lost, and he's not coming back next year. And he's been bad. Most of the team's been bad, honestly. Maddie, thank you so much. Appreciate you, brother. He says, seeing Wandale and this anemic offense gets me hyped. Once he has a functioning offense, great selection.
I like the Wandale pick. The more I see it, the more I like the pick, Maddie.
I feel the same way about Jalen Hyatt. Like, I think that Jalen Hyatt, as he develops, could be a really, really big weapon for us in the passing game. But Wandale's been great. I think he's our best receiver.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think he is our best receiver.
Yeah.
It's not something to brag about, but no, I like him. He's a good player.
Right. Yeah. It's not saying much on this team, so I don't know.
No, I definitely think he's a legitimate wide receiver in the NFL. Like, he could start for any team if he could stay on the field and stay healthy. He's a good player.
Yep. Without question.
Yeah.
I listen. I like a lot of Joe Shane's draft picks, but we got more work to do. I mean, they took over a team that was rebuilding, and we kind of got a bit ahead of ourselves, but we're still rebuilding.
From the 21, man in motion is Higbee. Stafford will take the snap. He'll pitch it to Williams. Williams cuts it back up the middle. He gets 2.5.
Somebody said Flott was a terrible pick. I'm not really a big Flott fan either. I think he's too small. He doesn't tackle well at all. But he's only been in the league a couple of years, so I can't kill him, but it doesn't look like it's a good pick. Buffalo's beating New England 27-14. Chicago up 24-10.
Stafford has time. Nakua, I mean, it wasn't an easy play. He drops it. It was Outstretched hand. 3rd and 8.
It was another really good blitz pickup. Carolina's losing 16. Not that Carolina matters. San Fran up 20-10. Arizona and Philly are tied at 21 apiece.
Wow.
And Arizona has the ball 1st and 5 at their own 40.
We would still need Arizona to win again next week to pass them, but still.
Why do they? Oh, it's not. I'm thinking of New England and Washington, not so much Arizona.
Yeah. Stafford changes the play at the line of scrimmage from the 23. Man in motion is cupped down to 1 on the play clock. He just gets it off. And the Giants get home with the blitz. Jihad Ward.
Finally, the Giants get there. They brought the blitz a couple of times. Rams did a good job picking it up. That's the second sack for the Giants. I think that's a second sack. I think Okereke had one earlier. And Jihad Ward doing his best impression of Tarzan. Guys beat the hell out of themselves when they get a sack. So Giants defense finally holds. I should probably would have held last time. Thibodeau got some pressure. Thibodeau has been very non-existent the last few weeks.
The Eagles suck, man.
I'm telling you, you're not good. What the hell are you doing? How do you let that ball go over his head like that?
And the Giants punt returner.
Oh, my God.
Looks like it did the first couple of weeks of the season. And goes over his head. He gets tackled.
He lets it go over his head. It bounces 20 yards behind him, and he gets tackled at the 9. Run up and catch the ball, or go back and catch the ball. Philadelphia's not good.
Yeah. No, they're not. They barely beat us last week. They're struggling against Arizona.
Listen, man, those are guys are 2 breaks. Like, they had really good breaks go their way. Otherwise, Philadelphia would be 9-6. They should have lost to both Buffalo and Kansas City. And if you have, listen, we had over 3.5. We're going to pee again. So this is third quarter. So we're hanging on by a thread. I'll be right back.
I'll talk to the chat as Baddog starts to approach the over. Let's see. On my square, it says, hopefully we draft Isaac from Penn State. He's a Brooklyn kid who's we could certainly use another edge rusher. That's for sure. Let's see. Can we draft a punt returner? Certainly need one. That's for damn sure. Whether we sign one or draft one, we certainly need one. Let's see. The whole NFC shot. I mean, I think the Niners are still the class of the conference. And I right now, I think the Cowboys are the second best team in the conference. But that's not saying a whole lot. Because like you said, the NFC is not playing well. The Lions are the Cowboys right now, the second best team in the conference. Let's see. What's up, Milkman? Thanks for popping in.
Dude, I could see us beating the Eagles next week. I'm dead ass serious. They're not good.
We should really not to beat them last week.
Yeah, they're really not good. Well, actually, it looks like they just turned the ball over. Arizona.
Still, they're not good.
Something happened. What the hell just happened there? They just had a 1st and 5 in the 40.
Yeah, they must have thrown a pick or something. Or maybe they went for it.
Oh, maybe the Eagles had it.
No, the Cardinals had it.
What the hell happened? I'm looking at the play-by-play. It doesn't show anything here.
You're right. I'm looking at the play, but it showed on my thing. It showed on my thing. The Cardinals had it too, but yeah, when I'm looking at the play-by-play, I see the same thing you do.
Yeah, that's weird.
No.
Prater kicked 60 yards. Hurts right in 9 yards. Yeah, it shows Arizona scoring a touchdown, and then maybe Arizona was kicking the ball off from the 40.
Oh, maybe that. Yeah,
that's probably what it was. That's probably what it was.
So Giants will have it here deep in their own territory at the 9, 1st and 10. Taylor out of the gun. He's got Barkley to his left, takes the snap, gives to Barkley. Barkley up the middle, gets 2. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's a good run for us. Anytime we get 2 yards, it's a big one. But I mean, that, the Giants got to do, it's just something they got to get better at, is getting 2, 3. I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot. It's not sexy, but 2nd and 8, 2nd and 7 is better than 2nd and 10. It's better than 2nd and 12. Like, you got to get these tough yards and play ahead of the sticks.
And they're going to go back to Saquon, and they give the yards right back. It'll be 3rd and 10.
Saquon should have went to the right. I mean, this is wide open to the right, and he cut it back inside, and he got nothing.
5:50 to go. Giants trail by 10, deep in their own territory, as Tyree Phillips got blown up on that play.
That he did. That he did. Tone, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Says, wow, Baddog, finding out a lot about you on Giants Now channel. What the hell is Giants Now?
Thrown over the middle. That's caught by Darren Waller. That's a first down up to the 20. Good
What the hell
catch there.
What the hell is Giants Now?
I have no idea.
I don't know what it, I don't know.
Maybe somebody trying to promote a channel.
Maybe. I don't know. Never heard of it. Not a J-Tag. Thank you so much. Sirianni is not a good coach. Born on third base. Sirianni's not a good coach. Sirianni's an ass. He's an ass.
Shotgun formation here for Taylor. He's going to motion high it out wide left. Takes the snap. Good pick up there by the Giants. Taylor heaves it deep down the field. He's got Slayton. No, that's going
Slayton again. Look at this.
Wow.
That's the second week in a row Slayton has beat the defense. That was longer than last week's. That was the longest touchdown play of the week or the year last year. And this one goes.
That was about 80
yards.
70.
Yeah, that's over 70. He had a 70-yard touchdown pass last week. Well, if you had Darius Slayton in your, you wouldn't have Darius Slayton in your fantasy league. You're playing for the championship. He's not on your team, but second week in a row, he got behind the defense. Great throw by Tyra.
And Darius Slayton might be making himself a few million next year if the Giants don't hang on to him. He's made a couple big plays here down the stretch.
Absolutely. Yep, that was huge. How long was that? That had to be 80 some odd yards.
They missed the extra point.
What is going on here? The Rams missed the extra point. We have to give it right back to them.
Oh my God.
Insane.
2016.
Insane. Tone says Marsh Giants. What about him? What about him? Yeah, I think I said one thing to that guy on Twitter. I just asked him. I asked if he was the guy that did stuff for Super Chats. That was it. I'm pretty sure he does like shots. He's like, give me $20. I'll do a shot. And that was what I said. And that was like a month ago. I haven't said anything about that guy since. It was a legitimate question.
So, I didn't see, I know that channel. I don't know Giants Now.
Yeah, that's what I didn't know.
Yeah.
But yeah. I haven't said shit to that guy in a month, so couldn't tell you. But it is what it is. That was a long time ago. I forgot all about that, honestly. Let's go around the league again. Philadelphia is driving. They have it to the Arizona 31. San Francisco.
Nice throw by Tyrod, man. Tyrod throws a good deep ball.
What the hell was that? How much was that? 80 yards. 80-yard touchdown pass. So we had our longest play of the year last year with a 70, or last week, I should say, we had a 70-yarder, and this week we have an 80-yarder. All of a sudden, the Giants have a deep play offense. Who the hell would have known?
We don't do it enough, but every once in a while, we're pulling one out of our hat.
Correct.
Patriots, Bill, not close enough there for me to get excited.
Yeah, Washington, San Fran, that one's pretty much done.
Niners are about to pull away, yeah.
Yep.
Stafford out of the gun. 1st and 10, Giants within 4. Stafford takes the snap, throws, caught out in the flat. Giants are ready for it. They still get 4 though. It'll be second and 6.
Yeah, it was kind of a naked screen there. Rivers with the catch. Dark Hawk Pond, thank you so much. He says we can blame the players all we want to, and rightfully so. But the way I see it, Dable, Wink, Kafka have been outcoached by McCarthy, Sirianni, and their coordinators. I'll give 22 Coach of the Year 1 more year. I agree. They've had I got to give more than 1 more year. I got to get him his quarterback. He has to get his quarterback and his players. But I agree with you. They have had a bad year coaching. And I said that right from the beginning, that Dable had a lot to answer for, especially the way he handled Daniel Jones in the first game of the year. So I agree with you. The coaching staff has done a bad job this year. No question about it.
Oh, did he change the name of his? He must have changed the name of his channel. I see people say, I didn't. It used to be called, so it was Chat Sports, I thought. Now it's Giants Now. There's a catch. It'll be 3rd and 2.
Oh, I mean, if that's the case, then yeah, that's why I don't know it.
Yeah, he must have changed the name of it.
That's why I don't know it.
It used to be like Chat Sports, Giants Rumors, or something like that.
I don't know what it was. There's a bunch of chat sports for different teams.
Yeah.
So yeah, that I wouldn't know what the hell Giants now is.
32. Giants have done a good job on third down today. They're 1 of 4 for the Rams.
Yep. We'll see what they got. Got a tackle though.
And there's a handoff up the middle. Rams will get 4 and a first down.
Just the push. You saw it right away. The push that Rams offensive line got immediately. And it made it an easy first down. I mean, they were 2 yards up the field. So, Heartstorm Media, thank you so much. Appreciate you, brother. I hope you're having a great, I hope everybody has a great new year. But good to see you, my friend. He says, you guys were so surprised by a sling touchdown. Y'all didn't even seem excited. We didn't get a stand-up or a we or nothing. Y'all are slipping. It's been a long year, brother.
It's hard. It's hard. It's the game doesn't mean much, but it was a great play.
It was. But, yeah, it's when you're 5-10 and you're on fumes from the whole year and just trying to get to the finish line, man, it is tough.
Stafford and another bad throw by Stafford. That's
Belton again.
Third turnover.
Dane Belton's got 2 picks and a fumble recovery in this game. That could be Xavier McKinney's replacement next year.
Belton's earned himself a spot next year.
This is the best game Belton's had as a pro without question. I mean, that's a hell of a game for anybody. But Stafford has looked shaky in this one. It's just not a good throw. It's the second time he's had to throw a sail.
Last year the Giants had 6 picks as a team all year. Belton's got 2 in this game.
I know. Well, the Giants, this is when we were winning games, was because of the turnovers. That's just a bad throw by Stafford. Just sailed.
Stafford's had a bad game. He's
sidearming it. That was just not a good throw behind and high of Robinson. Elon Musk, aka Matt Stafford over there, unable to get anything going.
Barkley. Taylor takes the snap, throws, caught out in the flat by Saquon. Saquon lowers the shoulder, gets 4.
I'll get fined for lowering the shoulder. It's another $17,000 coming out of his pocket. Another $17,000 coming out of his pocket. Hit the thumbs up, guys and girls. Let's get 500 of those. Hit that thumbs up button. Thank you for being here. Happy New Year to everybody out there. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, all that good stuff.
Shotgun formation here for Taylor. Drops back, 3-step drop, caught over the middle by Wandell. Wandell will get 4.5, maybe 5.
So 4 down territory for the Giants without question. Make sure you go into the description, subscribe to this guy over here, Chris the Entertainer, because we're going to finish out the season on his channel. The Philadelphia Eagles, who are tied with Arizona 21-21. But Philadelphia is in the red zone, 3rd down and 9 from the Arizona 14. But Eagles definitely
one from the 25. Shotgun he gives to Barkley. Barkley, nowhere to go. Just go for it.
They got to go. They got to go for it. I don't think there's any question. You're 5-10. I hate the hesitation behind the line of scrimmage. Like, just lower you maybe don't want to lower his shoulder because he's getting Barkley made a lot of money, but they only tagged him, so maybe he doesn't want to lose any more money. You don't want to lower the shoulder. He gets fined.
4th and 1.
Let's see if we can hold on to the snap this time at least.
Taylor takes the snap. They're going to try and run it again with Barkley. This time he's going to get it. Yeah,
plunged forward. Good hole off left guard there, or right guard rather, and first down. Giants do not need to run a play this time. I got the clock right this time.
This should take us to the 4th quarter.
Boy.
Yeah, good job. Good job by Barkley to bounce off because the Rams actually got a good push there. They were 2 yards deep into the backfield. And we're going to the 4th quarter.
Yep. So let me change this. Where to go? 4th quarter coming up.
Are we gonna beat the Rams?
We might.
Rams have everything to play for too. They're hot coming in. They right now currently hold a wild card spot. This team fights for Brian Dable, man. They fight.
They do. I mean, that's the thing. They fought tough against the Eagles.
Yeah.
It's just
Packers, that was a huge game for the Packers, that game.
Right, we're not a good team. I mean, this is the problem, and bad teams can't overcome mistakes. We weren't a great team last year, but they didn't. The Giants didn't make mistakes last year. The other teams made mistakes against them, and the Giants capitalized. We didn't have these false starts on 4th down and 1. We didn't have fumbled snaps on 4th down and 1. We didn't do this stuff last year. This year, we're missing games. We blew a game against the Jets, had no business losing. Tyrod Taylor forgot how much time there was at the end of the first half against Buffalo. And then, we had a penalty not get called. We had a chance to beat Buffalo in Buffalo. We were right there at Philadelphia last week, got off to a terrible start. Yeah. The officials screwed us there. We come up with a couple of stinkers. I mean, Dallas murdered us both times we played them. New Orleans, we were never competitive in that game. The Raiders, we got our doors blown off. So it's just hard to understand. The Giants are just an extremely inconsistent team. Yeah. As far as like their competitive nature.
We just got demolished at the point of attack against the Saints. That felt like a Giants-Cowboys game. Like they destroyed us at the point of attack.
Philadelphia just scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
So let's see. 28-1 there.
Bills are going to beat the Pats, as you would expect.
Right. Yeah. So nothing really helping here. Chicago's winning, but Chicago doesn't matter because they got Carolina's pick, and Carolina can't be caught at this point. So Arizona,
the Ravens have made a statement, Baddog, the last 2 weeks.
Without question.
They go out there, they destroy
the AFC besides himself.
They destroy the Bills, they destroy the Dolphins today. They made a statement.
Yeah.
He's going to win the MVP, Lamar. He's going to win the MVP.
Well, his MVP performance today, 15 out of 18, 291, 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's going to win the MVP. Which is funny because nobody was talking about him up until the last couple of weeks.
Listen, man, you can win the MVP the last 3 weeks of the season because nobody really jumped out.
Yeah.
At you. So.
Giants got a chance here to take the lead.
That they do. It's crazy. 3 turnovers. Again, the Giants defense doing the job today.
Taylor throws. That was just a bad throw. He had Barkley. 2nd and 10.
We saw it last week against Philadelphia, Chris. He made 2 really bad throws. He underthrew Barkley, he underthrew Waller.
Yeah.
And he did have Barkley, and he totally missed it.
That was a good route by Barkley, man. He had him beat.
Tyrod's got to make these throws. It's just not close. It's to the other side of him, and Tyrod knows it.
Yeah. 2nd and 10 here from the 23. Taylor out of the gun. Barkley to his left. He's going to go to Barkley. Barkley, nice spin move. Breaks another tackle. Still going. That might have been Barkley's best run of the year. Up to the 10.
Once in a while, you see it from him. Once in a while, you see the moves, the spin, the juke. 13-yard gain, but just not enough of it, obviously, this year. But that was a hell of a run by Saquon Barkley. Cutting back. The good spin move there. Breaking out of attack. He'll get fined for that. And then, of course, dragging the defender. He'll get fined for that, too. Barkley's racking up about $200,000 in fines in this game.
Here's a play action. Taylor drops back, rolling out to the right.
Time. Miscommunication.
Why the hell are they throwing to Glowinski?
I hope he reported eligible, Chris. If he didn't, it doesn't matter. He didn't touch it. But, yeah, I'm probably not throwing to Glowinski out of the backfield.
From the 10-yard line, did Kopke just draw up a play for Glowinski?
He did. Take a look at that big man. Fakes like he's blocking, runs out there. Is he eligible? He wasn't looking for the ball. Are we sure he's eligible? Look at that parrot's laughing his ass off. What the hell was that?
I get it from the 1-yard line, not the 10. Here's Tyrod.
What are you doing?
Tyrod out of the gun. He fakes it to Breed. He's going to keep it. I think that's the first time, maybe the second time Tyrod's run all game. He gets 2.
There's a flag in the play. Nico, thanks so much. Appreciate it. He says all we need to do is to be competitive is an O-line. That's on the Giants. Get a receiver, maybe a QB, and we're rolling. When our morale is up, we're almost very good. Our morale is up, we're almost very good. I mean, I agree. The Giants, they're in the middle of a rebuild. And, we do. That offensive line's got to get better without question. But I feel like we do need that dynamic playmaker at quarterback. And you're going to have an opportunity to
look like much of a hold, by the way.
he's got his jersey in the back. I think that's what they called there. But obviously, Chris, again, we were talking about the penalties, and there's another bad one.
Taylor throws to Bellinger, gets about 6, but that's going to bring up 3rd and goal. So now if you're the Giants, I think if you get it to maybe the 5, you consider going for it. Tyree hurt down again.
Yep.
Anything further back from that,
it wasn't good because Tyrod immediately was going like this.
Yeah.
So, Gowie's thanks so much. Says, can this team even throw a screen pass to Barkley? It really pisses me off when the run game's not working. Oh, and let's go Michigan tomorrow. I can't wait for those games tomorrow.
That game is going to be fantastic. I think I'm rooting for Michigan. I'm a huge Harbaugh fan. I actually think Alabama's going to win, but it's going to be a great game, I think.
It should be a great game without question. Yeah, we haven't been able to run a screen pass, I swear to God, since Tiki was our running back.
Yeah, Tiki was incredible at those, but yeah, not consistently we have. Well, Barkley's first year was great with the screen passes.
Yeah. Phillips broke his leg, people are saying in the chat. I didn't see what happened. I just saw Tyrod doing this, and then he went down to his one knee. So, that's obviously not a good situation. Hit the thumbs up, guys, girls. Hit the subscribe button, ring a ding, ding, the bell, all that good stuff. And like I said, make sure you go over to Chris's channel. Link is in the description below. We'll do this again one more time this year against the Philadelphia Eagles. We want a better team to finish it out with than that garbage-ass team. I hate them. And what can I say? Thank God the year is over.
Who do you think is going to win the
Arizona's all the way down to the Philadelphia 27, by the way.
Good. Who do you think is going to win the second game tomorrow? I know you're a big Penix fan.
I'm a Washington fan. I'm taking Washington.
I don't even know what's the spread on that. I would think Texas is favored.
Texas is. If I'm guessing, I'm going to say Texas by 4. Let's see if I can find it. Washington.
I know the other game. Well, I think Michigan's actually favored in the other game, right?
Maybe.
But it was close. It was like 3.
I am so good. It's not even funny. Texas is favored by 4 points. I swear to God, I did not look at that at all.
Yeah.
That is, I am good at that. I ought to be a bookie. I ought to be a bookmaker. I'm Italian, so we got that going for me immediately. That's one of the prerequisites of being a bookmaker.
I think Texas is going to win. But hey, I counted out Washington against Oregon and they beat them. So
I don't count out Washington at all. Yeah, Tyree is. That wasn't good. Whatever the hell happened, he's going out in the car.
He's hurt.
Let's take a look at it. We'll look at it here. If you don't want to see something gruesome, I guess cover your eyes.
Didn't look that bad. I mean, obviously it's really bad, but it wasn't gruesome.
Tyrod knew immediately.
Yeah,
it wasn't gruesome. I don't know what happened to him there, but immediately something must have happened. Maybe his ankle compound fracture. Like that was insane.
3rd and goal from the 14. Like I said, you got to get at least to the 5 to consider going for it.
Yeah.
Taylor takes the snap, drops back. He's going for the whole thing, and it's broken up. He had Hodges. It was a good play there by the Rams, though.
Wow, was Hodges. You got to lead him a little bit more. He kind of let him. It was kind of, I don't want to say behind him, but he didn't lead out. And allowed the cornerback to come back and make the play. This ball is ahead. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If the ball is ahead of Hodgins, it's a touchdown.
Great.
And we saw Tyrod. It was a great recovery by the cornerback. But we've seen Tyrod underthrow guys a lot this year, right? He underthrew Barkley again today. He underthrew Slayton on the route down the sideline where it was intercepted.
Snap, hold, kick is good. That's a big kick because now no matter what, it's a one-possession game, even if the Rams score a touchdown.
Yep.
The
Giants are competing in this one.
Yeah.
Without question. You called it, Chris. You said this was going to be a competitive game. I actually thought the Rams are going to come in here and just run us over. Well, not run us over. I thought they'd have a lot of, especially with Deontay Banks out, I thought that they would have a lot of passing yards in this game. But
yeah,
Stafford has not been good today.
No, the defense continues to create turnovers, man.
So it looks like Arizona's going to kick a field goal. They have it. Well, maybe not. It's 5:33 to go in the 4th there. They have it 4th and goal from the 4-yard line. Field goal really doesn't do them any good at this point, Arizona. So I would imagine they'll go for it on 4th and 4.
Probably. Let's see. Colts going to win a big game there, it looks like, against the Raiders.
Yeah, San Fran's all over Washington. How about New Orleans? Maybe they're the team that's getting hot right now, man. Tampa Bay had been on a roll, and New Orleans is shutting them down.
Rams will call for the fair catch, and they'll start with it at the 25.
We'll see if the Giants defense can come up with yet another turnover. It's been pretty crazy. Here's Dane Belton. Stevie Brown, remember him?
Oh, yeah.
He was really good for a couple of years with us.
Yeah, he was solid. Cardinals just scored a touchdown. They tied the Eagles with 5:26 to go.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see if they go for 2. I doubt it, but maybe they consider it. Here come the Rams. They'll start at the 25. Man in motion is Nakua. He'll take the snap, gives to Williams. Williams with a nice cutback run, and he gets 5. If I'm the Rams, the way Stafford's thrown today and the way they've been able to run the ball in the Giants, just keep running the ball.
Cardinals just scored a touchdown.
Yeah, that's what I just said. I just don't know if and they did. They kicked the extra point, so it's tied up, 28 apiece.
I think it was later in the game they would have won for 2. This is in Philadelphia too. Like, dude, Philadelphia is not. They're not good. Their defense sucks. Their defense is not good. That secondary is terrible.
Here's Stafford under center. Man in motion's Nakua. I'd go right back to Williams. They don't. They're going to call it bootleg. Stafford throws it deep. He's got him wide open to the 35, out of bounds at the 34.
There's Flott again. I'm sorry, that's not. Was that Flott or Jackson?
I think it was Flott, yeah.
Flott. Yeah, Flott is not good. She's not. He is not good at all. If Philadelphia loses, them and Dallas are tied, right? Who has the tiebreaker? Philly? Because
they said after Dallas had beaten them, they said if both teams won out, the Eagles would own the tiebreaker. But I heard today.
The Eagles would lose in the NFC. This would be an NFC loss for them.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard if the Eagles were to lose one of their last 2 games at this point and the Cowboys won their last game, they'd win the division.
Because it'd be the NFC record would be better.
Yeah, because the NFC record, yeah.
That should be intentional grounding. That ball never reached the line of scrimmage. Where's the flag?
There it is. Late flag.
Yeah, that's it's dropping the passer.
They're going to call a hold on the Giants.
Stafford
told them to.
I don't know what the flag was. It could have been roughing the passer. Could have been. Well, it's obviously on intentional grounding. It should have been. No, well, it's not even intentional grounding when it's holding on the defense. It's on Flott. It's not good, man. He is really struggling this year. He can't tackle. He's too small.
Oh yeah, that's a hold.
Dude, he's too small. I mean, look at the size differential there.
Big time hold.
Yeah, he's just not big enough. Dark Hawk, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Philly 500 must be flipping. Eagles snuck. He probably is. Cowboy fans are loving it right now. I just wanted to see it come down to the last week, and I would love Arizona to beat them.
From the 28, they go to Williams. Giants continue to struggle against the run. Williams goes in for 28.
I mean, he was untouched, too. He just weaved his way through, untouched.
Our run defense today has been horrendous. Horrendous.
Awful.
Rams go up 26-19, extra point pending. And
yeah, I'm only putting 26-19 here because we know
not a given.
Extra points haven't been easy. No, not easy to come by today, without question. Yeah, terrible. They are getting gashed, Jareed. No question. It's been bad. Can't do shite.
Let's see if they missed there's no wind, so no excuse here. Snap, hold, kick. He missed it. 3 missed extra points today. What is going on?
In a row. That's huge because now the Giants don't have to go for 2, but they might as well if they scored.
What is going on here? That one wasn't even close. It's mental.
Close.
Wasn't even close.
Gotta be mental. This game is very strange. This is a shank eponymous. Shank job.
Wow.
I gotta turn my heat up, man. It is cold down here. Cold down here.
If I'm the Giants, I mean, you got nothing. You're not you're 5-10 anyway. I would just go for 2 if you score.
That's what I'm saying. They might as well just go for 2 if they score.
Yeah.
But
Kickers have money on the game. It seems like it. Well, I think the spread was 6.5, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it changed before the game, but the Rams are still covering right now.
yep. Definitely could be. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Kicks away, and the Giants will start with it at the 25 as that goes out of the end zone.
And goes out to the end zone. All right, let's see what we can do on defense here. And Philadelphia's moving the ball. They're already up to the Arizona 38.
Look at him fight with a woman for the ball. Guy fighting with a woman for the ball.
She took that kid away from him, too. She punked his ass.
I think that, yeah.
She took that right away from him.
Here's Taylor coming out of the gun. Taylor takes the snap, throws. That's caught. Bobbled by Wandell, but he's able to bring it in, and he gets 10. Wandell continues to flourish.
Yeah, Wandell looking like a good pick, man. He's obviously dealt with the injury last year, but this year he has been really, really good. And,
I've never seen it's been a long time, I should say, since not never. Of course I have. It's been a long time since I've seen a wide receiver in the Giants make plays after the catch.
Oh, yeah,
and it seems like he does it every time he catches it. He gets at least 4
Odell. I mean, he's not Odell, but Odell used to make plays after the catch. But Wandell does get yards after the catch.
1st and 10. Man in motion is Hyatt. Tyrod takes the snap, drops back. Bellinger with a good pickup. Tyrod throws it deep to Hyatt. He's got him down to the 15-yard line.
Jalen Hyatt behind the defense. Tyrod put it there this time. Hyatt doesn't have any touchdowns this year. But how about Jalen Hyatt? Look at the Giants. The vertical game is there. 80-yard touchdown pass to Slayton. Rams have been cooked on deep.
There's a flag.
Sure, it's high holding on the Giants.
They're going to call it on Bellinger.
We can't have nice things, guys.
Oh, my God.
We can't have nice things. Let's look at it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can call holding on every play. He did hold him. I mean, he's holding him. You can't argue that. But of course, it wipes away a big play, and now that's the Giants in a nutshell. In a nutshell, that's us. You get all excited, and they slap you right back down.
1st and 20. Taylor checks it down there. Slayton, he'll get some yards after the catch. He gets 15.
That was a big play.
2nd and 5.
And why Giants? Thank you so much. D-line so disappointing. Only good versus bad teams. It's true.
Yeah, our D-line
doesn't. I don't know where the hell Kayvon's been.
Dexter too today hasn't been
nowhere. Kayvon hasn't been anywhere in weeks.
He's going to motion Barkley out wide right. Taylor drops back, rolls out of the pocket, looking downfield, throws. He's got a man. Hodgins goes down to the ground, but he gets the ball, which is the most important thing.
Hodgins was stopping, and rolling over there. He wanted to get up and just said, I'm just going to roll. But the Giants got a first down, and they're moving the ball again. Andy, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Merry New Year! Happy New Year, gents. Oh, and Adoree Jackson sucks ass. Yes, he does. He does indeed.
Happy New Year,
yes, Happy New Year to everybody out there. Appreciate you hanging out with Chris and I today.
Taylor out of the gun. He's going to motion Barkley out wide left, takes the snap. Taylor under pressure, gets devoured by Aaron Donald.
First time we called Aaron Donald today, but Taylor's got to get rid of that ball. That's not like he was immediately under duress. We've seen that a couple of times. But I can't get on him because, to me, when a guy takes a sack like that, he's looking down the field. You want them to look down the field. But he did have a pretty good time here initially. I mean, that is Aaron Donald. I mean,
Yeah,
you can't really kill Bredesen. It's Aaron Donald. He's the best interior defensive lineman that ever played the game.
Taylor takes the snap, drops back, throws, and dropped by Shepard. I love Shep. He needs to retire.
Agreed.
Love him.
Shep needs he needs to go into coaching. He's a good person. He's a great leader. His teammates love him. But I mean, The ball, you can't let the ball get to your body like that. You should know that.
3rd and 19.
Wow. Yeah, Shep was really. I think Shep was just brought back for morale. I mean, honestly, he really is. He's done nothing this year. He's barely sees the field, fumble the punt, and drop the pass.
There's a good play here to Bellinger. It's going to give the Giants a chance to go for it. They might not have to go for it on 4th down.
Bellinger, given everything he's got, they will have to go for it on 4th down.
Great effort there by Daniel Bellinger. They needed 19. I think he got
18 and a half. Did they give him the first?
They might have.
What a great effort by Bellinger. He looked really good last year. We haven't seen a lot of him at all this year. Today he showed up, though. I don't think he got the first down. I think he was out of bounds.
He's in there. He might have.
He stepped out right there, Chris. He stepped out just
it's
about a yard short.
4th and 1. The
His
Giants
right foot was out of bounds.
offense on the field. Shotgun for Taylor. He's looking to throw over the middle. It's caught, but he ain't getting it. Hyatt's going to be a yard short.
I'm not going to blame Hyatt for this because Hyatt's not the only one. Patty Traina says it all the time. Why do we run routes short of the sticks? Why? Throw is behind him as well. I mean, it's not a good throw by Tyra, but why do we always run around? 3rd and 5, we run 3-yard outs. 3rd and 9, we run an 8-yard out. Why? Listen, it's all the Giants. So you would think this is coaching, correct? You need to get your guys, if it's a 3rd and 4, you run a 6-yard pattern. And if you come back to the ball, it's 5 yards. But we run routes short of the sticks all the time. It's every receiver. Every one of them does this.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't understand.
Eagles got a 3rd and 19 field goal range.
Yep. Well, it's a long field goal.
Yeah, 46 yards.
Sacks, or I don't know if it's a sack. It says he ran 3 yards.
Niners won. And the Patriots are down 6 against the Bills now. But Bills have it at the 45, 2nd and 5.
Well, New England, though, making it a game.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson is 17-20 for 317 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's going to win the MVP.
People were really comparing this guy to Daniel Jones 2 days ago.
He's definitely Lamar has a chance this year to really up his how he's viewed. Like, if he wins a Super Bowl this year, all of a sudden he's got 2 MVPs in a Super Bowl. He's got a chance to do something special.
Yeah, it really does.
Because the AFC is wide open.
Mm-hmm. And they crushed the Niners, which is by far the best team in our conference.
Yeah.
In my opinion. So turnover on downs. Again, these are the things we did not do last year. It's these intangibles. It's the fundamentals. It's just, again, I think if Tyrod leads him, it's a 1st down, but he throws it behind him.
Yeah.
And that made it difficult if he leads him, I think Hyatt can turn the corner.
I think he's telling Hyatt that he's got to run a better route.
Well, maybe he did. But remember last week, Chris, when we went for it on 4th down and we threw that pass perpendicular to the line of scrimmage?
Yeah.
And it was incomplete? And my brother-in-law said, listen, he goes, you know how many things have to go right for you to convert 1 yard? You got to hope he catches, you got to hope you block, and then you got to hope he turns the corner to get 1 yard. It's a low percentage play. Hyatt needs to run a better route, but Tyrod's got to lead him there. He threw it behind him.
No, it was definitely behind him. There's a handoff to Williams off the left side. He gets 4.
It's bad all the way around. I mean, Hyatt needs to run past the sticks. Tyrod needs to lead him. And we need to get the 1st down.
Lamar Jackson just threw a 5th touchdown, apparently.
Yep. Yes. 5 touchdowns.
2nd and 6. Williams approaching 100 yards.
If you got Lamar Jackson today, you're probably going to win your championship.
Or Williams on the Rams. He's got 3 touchdowns.
Right.
Here's Stafford out of the gun.
If you had CeeDee Lamb, you got a good chance too.
Giants come with a blitz. Okereke's picked up by Williams. That's batted down. That time Adoree makes a good play.
Yeah.
Made a couple of good plays. He punched out the fumble as well.
He did. But that's us in a nutshell. Just very inconsistent. It's a big play with the Giants defense, without question here.
Williams is a good blocker, man. He picked up Okereke again on this play.
He did, yep. Really good job. He's picked him up a couple times.
Yeah.
Yep.
3rd and 6. Stafford, 317 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks.
Marco says he got Williams and Lamar Jackson killing it. I would imagine you are killing it right now.
Yeah, you won. Here's Stafford out of the gun. Belton comes off the edge. That's a complete another. Stafford has looked off today. Rams will have to punt.
Yeah, Giants definitely got good pressure that time. I mean, Stafford had to get rid of that ball before he wanted to. Couldn't really step into the throw. Giants finally, they overloaded the right side there, and it wasn't a good throw. But Stafford didn't have time.
Yeah,
that was fine because the blitz got there that time. So the Rams will punt.
See if the Giants can make something happen. Down 7. They're about to get the ball. We're halfway through the 4th quarter. And punts away. Giants will field this all the way back at their own 3. They take it to the 10, to the 15. Tackled out of bounds at the 16.
I was going to say, you probably should have let that go into the end zone, but it's not that much of a difference.
See if Tyrod can get it cooking.
Eagles kick the field goal, so it's 31-28 over there.
So the Cardinals got a shot.
Chicago up on Atlanta. How's Fields doing in that game? Let's take a look.
Patriots got the ball. They're at their own 3, but they have the ball, down 6.
Fields is 17 out of 27, 233, and a touchdown. He also has 32 yards rushing and a touchdown. I don't think they're keeping Fields, but it's interesting.
If they went out, I mean, they get to 8 and 9 maybe. Here's Taylor. Taylor takes the snap, throws. That's caught by Barkley on the check down. Barkley lowers the shoulder. He gets
he's getting fined for that, Chris.
He's going to get fined twice because he hit 2 Rams. He just cost himself $40,000.
He's going to get fined. He's like, I'm just running out of money at this point.
2nd and 1.
Unbelievable.
Taylor, at least statistically, has had a very good game. Of course, he's had a couple of missed opportunities, but he's also hit on some big plays.
Yeah.
Taylor out of the gun. He hands to Barkley. Barkley up the middle. We'll see where they spot it.
He also had a big 50-yarder taken away from him.
He had the fumble.
I'm
going to put that more in the center of him.
But he had the 50-yarder taken away from him by.
Yeah, he's played overall. He's played a good game. Game.
When's the last time we had? Well, Jones had 300 yards against Arizona. We haven't seen this a lot. Our quarterbacks get 300 yards passing.
3rd and 1. 6:39 to go.
Barkley has
QB sneak here. I mean, it's a quarter of an inch.
Right.
And there it is. There's the QB sneak. The Giants will get it.
Exactly. No tush pushes. Do the old QB sneak. This is why the Giants, well, I won't say it's our last possession, but obviously the clock now becomes a factor.
Yeah.
A2Z says take one down $250,000 today. Yeah, he probably is. Probably is down $250,000 today.
Down to 6 minutes here. Giants trying to get a drive started. They pick up their first down.
Yep.
Tyrod out of the gun. They got Bellinger in the H-back. He's going to motion high it out wide. Takes the snap. Taylor buys time with his legs. He's going to take off. He's going to run with it. Makes a man miss to the 40, to the 44 as he's pushed out of bounds, and a first down for the Giants.
That was a great job by Tyrod. Dable wants a late hit. Tyrod might have got it.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, it's holding on the Giants. Of course. We can't have nice things. Of course not. Of course not.
Who's the hold on?
Of course you can have nice things.
It's on Schmitz. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hold. It's a hold. I mean,
no, it's a hold. How do you get beat that quickly from the center spot?
You're a rookie. I don't know.
Taylor takes the snap out of the gun. That's caught by Waller. Waller barrels forward. He gets back to the original line. It'll be 2nd and 10.
He'll get fined. Every time you lower your shoulder now, you get fined. And in the NFL. They don't make enough money, so they want to collect more for the players. I guess. I don't know. 5:10 to go, fourth quarter. Giants trailing by a touchdown, 2nd and 11 from the 32.
Taylor takes the stab out of the gun. Matt Parrott. What the hell was that by Matt Parrott?
Oh, Waller's got to catch it.
Matt Parrott, that was some of the worst blocking I've ever seen in my entire life. I hope they show the replay.
I can't believe Matt Parrott's still on this team. But Waller's got to catch us. We have seen, so I understand the throw is a little off, but we have seen this all year. Waller has got to make these catches, man. You got to make a play. You got to help your quarterback out now and again. This is a play. I understand the ball's not right there, but that's a play that winning teams make. And this is why we're 5-10, because if the Giants are a 10-5 team, Waller catches the pass. You got to give a better effort. You got to find a way to come up with the ball.
Maybe Matt Parrott could, block, even like bad.
You know what they need to do? Maybe they need to run Matt Parrott on one of those Glowinski routes. maybe he's a better receiver than he is a blocker. He couldn't be worse.
3rd and 11 for Taylor. He takes the snap, drops back, under pressure, throws, and broken up. Was looking for Slayton. Giants will have to punt.
It wasn't a good throw by Tyrod either. It was underthrown, but there wasn't much room there. So they will have to punt, rely on that defense again. Arizona has the ball 1st and 10 of the Philly 41 with 1:31 to go. I always feel like bringing up Philly 500 stream just because
they're already in field goal range.
It'd be a 60-yarder from there.
Approaching field goal range. Punts away.
Yeah. Now they are in field goal range as Murray hits Dortch for 36 all the way down to the Philadelphia 5-yard line. You got to be kidding me with the Eagles.
Are they really going to lose to the Arizona Cardinals?
Listen, I don't usually do this. I'm not Mark Holmes, but I have to see how he's reacting.
Pull it up.
I can't believe
they could have lost to us. They could lose to the Cardinals. That's insane.
I can't believe.
4:46 to go. Rams are going to have it at their own 28. Stafford under center. 5 on the play clock. He's going to give it to Nakua. Nakua tries to turn the corner, and he's got a big gain up to the 40. Bounces off a tackle to the 42.
Giants just do not. The angle of pursuits are terrible. Giants on these stretch plays. I swear to God, like they should have at least stretched that out so he couldn't cut the corner. But they allowed him to get the corner. And the first down. Arizona has it 2nd and 2 on the Philadelphia 2-yard line, by the way.
Wild. That is a very good comparison by the Chiefs way when you get to that super chat. I would agree with that. 1st and 10. Stafford under center. 4 on the play clock. Man in motion's Nakua. He's going to turn. He's going to give to Williams. Giants do a good job this time getting some pressure up the middle. Nowhere to go. It'll be 2nd and 11.
Chiefs way. As always, thank you so much for your service, my man. Appreciate it. Taylor is the golfer that can drive the shit out of the ball at a 0 short game. Yeah, yes. Drive for show and putt for dough, right? It is.
He's throwing a nice deep ball, though. I will say that.
He has.
I didn't get much help from the offensive line on that last one.
I know the Giants are on, or there's a timeout. I gotta see. The Arizona's got to score. Arizona's got. They scored, Chris! They scored!
Wow. How much time is left? How much time is left? 32 seconds? Eagles are going to lose to the Cardinals.
They can't say none of the Cowboys now.
What a bunch of frauds they are. Not that we aren't. 2nd and 11 for the Rams here at their own 42. Man in motion, Nakua. He's going to give to Nakua. Nakua off the edge. Gets 4. It'll be 3rd and 7. Wow. Who do the Cardinals play next week? The Cardinals play
He
Seattle.
didn't even react to it when it happened. He didn't even react to it. Let's see who the Cardinals play next week.
Seattle.
Seattle's playing for a playoff position there.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. That is awesome. Good for Philadelphia. Good for them. They suck. They should have lost to us, dude. We should have beat them.
Cowboys are going to win the division.
Good. The Eagles might have to play the Saints in New Orleans.
Well,
they can throw the ball.
I mean, they could lose to anybody. They just lost to the Cardinals. So.
L.A. Lou, thank you so much. He said today's Giants can beat the Eagles. We should have beat them last week. Eagles ain't good. Not a good team. Not a good team.
Stafford out of the gun, takes the snap, drops back. Giants come with a delayed blitz, and the blitz gets home.
Wow. Garrett again.
That's his second sack today.
Bobby O.
He could have 4 or 5 sacks today. They've picked him up a few times.
Yeah.
Rams are going to have to punt.
Lanzino, thank you so much. He says, nobody beats us worse than we do. You absolutely nailed it, my friend. We beat ourselves. We do squander so many opportunities. Either it drops, bad penalties, whatever it is, bad routes. You're right. We do. We beat ourselves like crazy all the time. Is Tibbs made a play today, David? I don't think so. I haven't seen Tibbs do much of anything.
Giants are going to have a chance. They got no timeouts, but plenty of time. 3:48 to go. This is it. This is the last drive. Giants will field the punt at the 7. They take it to the 15, to the 20, down to the, still on his feet to the 30, broke 2 tackles, to the 40, 45 to the 50. He's going to go. When's
the last time we had a punt return for a touchdown? No flags.
For 6.
No flags.
Oh my God. Stand up.
Yeah.
New York Giants.
Runner all the way.
Wow. Horrible tackling there. Oh my God. When's the last time we had a punt return for a touchdown?
I have no idea.
Wow. Missed tackle, and then he's gone. He's off to the races.
Unbelievable.
I'd go for 2 here. Nope, they're going to kick the extra point. There's a flag. Now, if they're offside, I'd go for 2 because now you have it at the 1.
Right. I don't remember the last time we had a punt return. Not David Wilson. When is the last time we had a punt return for a touchdown?
It's been a long time. I'd go for 2 here now. Now, the thing is, if you don't get it, you have no timeouts. But I'd go for 2 now because now it's a much higher, and they're going to. They're bringing the offense back on the field.
Yep, it makes sense. Bono, my friend, thank you so much. People complain about referees. Referees, an acronym. Ridiculous, epic fails. Every referee, every freaking Sunday. You're right about that. They suck ass, Bodo. They're terrible. They're so bad.
What do you call here?
Run the ball.
You'd run it, yeah.
Or you. Oh, I hate the shotgun here. I was going to say you're RPO.
Taylor takes the snap. He's going to look to throw. He's got Barkley. He'll check it. Oh, my God, Taylor. Oh, my God. Tyrod Taylor might have just saved the Giants draft pick if you're rooting for that. What the hell was that? Look at the woman in the crowd. She's like, what was that? Oh, my God.
What in the... Barkley's right open and Taylor. That's the way my kid throws the football. He's 6. Come on, Tyrod. Tyrod put no ass in that throw at all. He's done this all day. He's underthrown. It's what the stop putting it to him. Throw it.
Oh my God.
Lantino, thank you for super chat. He says that got me emotional. I don't blame you. Hurts just threw an interception. The Eagles lost to the Cardinals. Oh my God. Chris, who would have ever thought in a million years? The Eagles and Cowboys both lose to the Cardinals. The Commanders and Giants both beat the Cardinals.
Yeah. I can't. And didn't the Eagles also lose to the Jets?
Yes.
They lost to the Jets and the Cardinals, and they could have lost to us last week.
And they should have lost to the Bills and the Chiefs.
Wow.
That is hilarious. My New Year's made. Eagles losing to the Cardinals is great.
At home, nevertheless.
Yep, so great. Good for them. They suck.
Giants have no timeouts, but I mean, if they get a 3-and-out, there's still time.
Yeah.
Man in motion's Nakua. Stafford gets the snap, hands off. Nowhere to go for Williams. He got a yard. There's Dexter. That's the first time we seen him. That was violent.
That was. He'll get fined. every time there's a big play or a big hit, he's gonna get fined. You know that.
That was fun to watch.
You gotta change the score.
So they got
what the hell was Tyrod doing?
That was one of the. That was not good by Tyrod. The 2-point conversion.
That was not good. Tyrod has had some really good throws, and he's had some really.
He's exactly what that guy said with the golf.
Exactly. Drive for show, putt for dough.
2 on the play clock.
On a par four,
nowhere to go. They're going to take it to the
2-minute.
This is
obviously a huge play for the Giants, who I think are out of timeouts. I can't see.
Yeah, that's it. This is the last play if they get the first down.
So the Rams don't have to run a play before the 2-minute warning, and I don't think that they will. Yeah, Tyrod's the guy that's putting for eagle, and he ends up with a bogey.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
He's Happy Gilmore. He's Happy Gilmore.
Well, he is Happy Gilmore. Yes. that is his new nickname, Happy Gilmore. There's no way the Rams are running a play. They're going to try to draw him off sides.
No, they can't run a play here.
It'd be stupid to run a play before the 2-minute warning. And they're not going to. And I'm going to hit the over because this is my 4th P break, and we've had it over under 3.5. I told you.
Baddog with a backdoor cover today.
I did. Yeah. Right back.
There we go. Let's talk to the chats. He says, amazing guy says, I hate Tyrod. I don't hate Tyrod. Tyrod played fine. He's a backup. He played fine today, but that was a horrible play on the goal line. Let's see. But yeah, he definitely choked on that play, Red. But let's see. Be nice to see that bus trade. Let's see. Tyrod sold for draft position. I doubt it, but it may have turned out that way. He's trying to make millions of dollars himself. He's a free agent next year. Let's see. I love Tyrod. He knows what this team needs. Tyrod ain't going to be back with the Giants next year, so I don't think that's the case, but may have played out that way.
It's just hilarious how he's made some really good throws. He's had some really bad ones, but I don't know what the hell that was.
Yeah. Oh, let's see.
That was funny as hell. That was good. Good stuff. Hit that thumbs up, guys and girls. We got 1,600 people in here, but we only have 544 likes. We need more than that. Let's go. Smack the piss out of that thing. Hit that like button like it's Will Smith. Will Smith, the like button.
Let's see. Those 2 inches on that missed throw may get us Caleb. The only way we're getting Caleb is if we're trading up. But hey, you never know.
Baltimore's up 49-19 against
Baltimore's the best team in the league right now. I think that it's fair to say that at this point.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to say it as well.
We'll see if the Giants can get off the field. Doesn't mean they'll win, but right now
Chicago is playing really well down the stretch here.
They are.
They're about to go to 7-9. I mean, that doesn't sound like much, but I mean, this is a team they had at one time. They had the first 2 picks in the draft.
Yeah, they've played well the last half of the season.
I mean, Fields might not be in Chicago, but he's going to get money from somebody. Somebody's going to give him money. I think he's played himself into a contract someplace.
I can't believe that throw.
I know what's more unbelievable, that throw, or the fact that the Cardinals beat the Eagles.
This is this is the play of the game here. We'll see if the Giants get off the field. 3rd and 9.
Gotta tackle. Gotta make sure you tackle. Let's see if Wink brings the heat. Looks like he's going to.
He's showing it at least.
Showing it is right.
Then they drop out of. Oh no, they come with it, and Isaiah Simmons.
I would love to see more of Isaiah Simmons do that, and that's huge because the Giants are going to get better field position now. Look at Wink; he loves it.
They're going to have the ball. You figure with about a minute after the punt, they'll have about a minute 12, minute 10, and they're only going to need to get. I mean, who knows with this field goal kicker, but to get into respectable field goal range, probably about 15, 20 yards, maybe 25 yards after the punt.
Yes. Larry, man, thank you so much. Really, really appreciate the incredible generosity, brother. Thank you, my man. We have a special one for the 50.
Thank you very much. That's really nice. Thank you.
I appreciate it. I think he said it's 2024 because it did. He's 8 hours ahead of us. So it is New Year. Merry New Year.
Look at this. Look at. Oh, I thought he was going to have another big punt return. He gets it up to the 48.
We're already in field goal range pretty much. And there's a flag, so I'm sure it's coming back unless he got hit out of bounds.
Yeah.
From all the men and women I'm deployed with here watching the game, thanks to you, Baddog and Chris, both. I think you've got some new subs. Thank you so much. He says, thanks again to you both. And I hope everyone in the chat here watching, have a happy New Year! Merry New Year! It is
Happy New Year, Larry, man. Thank you for your service and thank you for all the support you always show on both our channels.
Yes. Thank you so much, Larry, and everybody that is watching. Thank you for your service. We really do appreciate it. Without the fine men and women that serve our beloved country, we couldn't do what we do. So much respect to all the men and women out there who do deserve or who do serve this beloved country. I have not been drinking, and I still can't talk. But Larry, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Giants have it all the way back at the 35 now after the penalty. Throws that one that's dropped by Saquon. Nobody could figure anything out right now on this team, and it's going to be 2nd and 10.
Tyrod did a great job of getting rid of that because a man came free on the blitz, and Barkley drops it. So Barkley and Tyrod unable to hook up today many times.
That's the second drop by Barkley too. He had a drop earlier.
Yeah, and then remember, of course, Tyrod underthrew Barkley the one time, and then he underthrew him on the 2-point conversion, and that time Barkley drops the ball. So it's 2-2. Two drops.
1st and 10. Taylor takes the snap, drops back, rolls out of the pocket. He's going to take off. He's going to run with it. Taylor's got a big gain all the way up to the 33.
I'm surprised that's not coming back. I thought there was a hole there by the Giants, and they didn't call it.
Giants are they're going to back them up to the 34. Now they're going to run up and they're going to try to spike it, and they will. I don't know if I agree with the spike there because it gives you one less play. You still have plenty of time.
Yeah.
I think I would have, rather than run up there and call the play.
I thought there was a hole right there, Chris. I can't believe they didn't call that.
Yeah.
Dewan, thank you so much. He says the Eagles lost actually bad for the Giants, though technically now Washington has the number 2 pick. But yeah, as an Eagles fan, that was embarrassing. Well, it doesn't matter. The Giants are going to win this game, so it's not going to matter.
We'll see. We'll see. Crosby's shaky.
It's true.
From the 34, Taylor takes the snap, gives to Barkley, and they lose 2. It'll be 3rd and 12. That's why they like the spike.
They run the ball with no timeouts.
And why is the clock stop? Oh, the Rams call a timeout in case they need to make a field goal. Did they? Why would you spike the ball with 43 seconds left?
Hey, Rams did take a timeout.
It gives you one less play to get a first. I didn't.
No.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make it look like I'm trying to win. You can tell Mason, go out there and shank the ball.
Oh. 3rd and 12. If there's like 15, 20 seconds, of course, but 43 seconds?
I don't know. Does Washington have would they have the tiebreaker? Because I think that their strength of schedule is harder than the Cardinals.
The strength of schedule is the tiebreaker, yeah.
Right, but I think the Cardinals have a weaker strength of schedule because
then Washington
Washington plays in our division.
Washington would pass them then. Tyrod takes the snap, throws. That's incomplete, and now it's going to be a really long field goal.
Not if Arizona has an easier strength of schedule, and they have the same record.
Let me look at the tankathon. Hold on. Right now, if this ever loads, site's probably going slow because every team in the league is all the bad teams. They're looking to see their draft spot.
Yep. Yeah, it's doing the same thing to me too. It's just spinning.
Everybody's trying to find where they're picking in the draft.
Yeah.
54-yard field goal here for the Giants. Snap, hold, kick. That's no good. Giants are going to lose.
Yeah.
So the Giants hold on to their draft pick.
The Giants hold on to the draft pick. It was a hell of a game. Listen, we battled. We tried. We made it look like we were trying to win. That guy's like, oh my God. It is what it is.
Oh my God, man.
I don't. Did that even reach, Chris? For sure.
I knew he wasn't making that.
Not a 54-yarder. He missed the next.
They had to be within 45.
He did have the strength. That run to Barkley was stupid. Why are you running the football? Ryan, thank you so much. Appreciate it. People happy about winning a meaningless game and dropping down to 9 in the draft. The same people will be crying next year when Jones is off. Well, we didn't win, so you don't have to worry.
We didn't win, so you don't got to worry about that, Ryan.
You don't have to worry.
So the Giants now will stay with the 5th pick, I would imagine.
Which is kind of where I thought they'd be anyway. Because I didn't think
it's updated now. Right now, New England has the 3rd. Washington's picking 2nd now.
So they did go up to 2nd.
Washington's 2nd, New England's 3rd, which hurts our possibility of trading up, by the way. We're not trading with Washington.
Right.
And if Chicago's taking a quarterback, which we don't know if they are or aren't, and New England's going to take a quarterback. If the Giants want a quarterback, they're going to have to trade up to 1, and that's if Chicago's not taking one.
Right.
Because Washington's not trading with us, and New England is taking a quarterback.
Yeah.
So that Arizona win hurt us from that standpoint. The Giants are actually, they're going to be 5th because they're about to lose. So, yeah, they're going to stay 5th. They're going to stay 5th.
Who do they play next week? That Miami-Buffalo game is huge because Miami's now 11-5, and so that's a big get for the division next week.
You got Miami-Buffalo is going to be the game of the week. I mean, let me see real quick.
Yeah.
I'm just curious to see the game. I mean, obviously us versus the Eagles.
And obviously Dallas and Washington, that has to happen. Like they have to play.
Yeah, Washington's going to get the second pick.
Play next.
Washington's getting the second pick, though. They're going to get a quarterback.
New England plays the Jets. New England plays the Jets, so it's possible that New England wins that game. Maybe.
They could.
LA Lou, thank you so much. I'm going to take up drinking. Well, you won. We wanted. At least it was, Chris, you were right. It was competitive. I mean, Giants gave it their best shot. They just, didn't get it done.
I think it'll be again next week too. The Eagles are not good, so
the Eagles are not good. I mean, we could very well beat them next week.
Looking at the games next week, I think Bengals Browns. That's a pretty big game. I think the Bengals are still in the hunt. I don't know, but Texans Colts is a big one.
Yeah,
both teams are going to be 9-7. That's a big one. The Bills Dolphins has got to be the one flex though. It's got to be Bills Dolphins. That's it.
Definitely.
Those are your 2 biggest games. Looking at next week. Yeah. That's a playoff game, though, I would imagine. The Colts-Texans game. Both teams at 9-7.
Yeah.
But
wow.
Yeah, it was fun, Baddog. We fought hard, but we found a way to keep our draft pick.
Yeah, we did. We found a way to keep the draft pick, but now it'll be
I will say though, after today, I don't know, if Chicago's taking a quarterback, I think the first 3 picks in the draft are going to be quarterbacks. Because Washington's taking a quarterback and New England's taking
I think so too.
Which means we ain't getting one.
I think so too.
Unless Chicago trades out.
Which means the Giants. Which is, that's possible to get Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah, possible.
I don't know.
I would think he'd go 4. I would
It'd
think.
be interesting to see. it'll be interesting to see what they do. Well, Washington, whatever Washington takes, they'll ruin them. You know that's going to happen. That's definitely going to happen. Washington will destroy them without question. JV, thank you so much. Screw drafting a quarterback. Draft a kicker.
Draft the kicker for sure.
Duncan, thank you so much. You guys want defense cheap? We are having a fire sale because our defense stinks. Fire Sirianni, your secondary is really bad.
They took a big step back this year. The Eagles defense.
They did.
Michael says straight up, not that hard draft a quarterback. Well, it is if the teams want to draft a quarterback. So
yeah, and the first three teams are probably looking at quarterbacks.
The only one that's questionable is Chicago. Washington and New England are absolutely taking a quarterback. Chicago is iffy if they want to stick with Fields or not. Bad Dog, I'm going to head out. You guys enjoy your new year. Thank you guys for all your support. We will be live. We'll do our show this week. We'll figure it out Thursday. I don't know what the Lakers schedule is, but we'll do our show this week, and then I think it's on my channel if I'm not mistaken. And then the final game will be on my channel. Appreciate all you guys. Obviously, we'll have the off-season content going as well. But Bad Dog had a lot of fun. Have a happy new year. Stay safe, everybody. Buddy. And let's go Giants.
We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Later. Allison, thank you so much. She says, how would you feel if we drafted Joe Alt or Marvin Harrison? I don't want to take another lineman. I don't. I want a playmaker on offense. And I know we need line. I'd rather, if we can't get a quarterback, I'd rather have Marvin Harrison Jr. This is just the way I look at it. I know we need linemen, but I feel like you can get that later in the draft. I just feel that way, or you can sign a lineman. They have already said they're going with Evan Neal next year as far as a tackle goes, so there's no reason to draft Alt. But if we're drafting fifth, I don't even know that we would get Marvin Harrison Jr. He may end up going to Arizona. So they may end up with Roma Dunze. They may end up with Malik Neighbors. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Listen, man, I don't care. I don't care that we might not get a quarterback. I want the Eagles to freaking lose. I hate the Eagles. Joe Shane's got to do his job. No matter where we go in the draft, no matter where we're drafting, no matter what we're doing, Joe Shane's got to figure this out. It's the GM's job to figure it out. Washington shouldn't go quarterback. Washington should keep their quarterback. Mark, thank you so much. Appreciate it, man. He says, again, like last week, best possible outcome. Close loss that creates hope and protects the draft capital trade up the Cardinals. But the Cardinals are fourth now. With beating Philadelphia, they're now fourth. So the three teams ahead of them all probably want a quarterback, and we might not get one now. Might not get one. Depends on what Chicago wants to do. If Chicago wants to roll Fields, they could trade that first overall pick, and we'd have to give up a lot for that. A lot. You're probably talking 2 extra first-round picks on top of swapping the pick this year. So, I don't know. I still enjoy watching Philadelphia lose. I don't care. Can we get 5 more likes to get to 700? Because I'm going to get out of here. But, of course, I'll be live again in about 2.5 hours for the Lakers and the Pelicans. If you guys want to hang out, or you're Laker fans or basketball fans, you just want to hang out before you go out and have a good time, certainly more than welcome to do so. Appreciate all the support today. Zach, thanks so much. He says, I agree. We need Marvin Harrison Jr. Again, I don't know if we'll be able to get him because Arizona might take him. But without question, if we can't get a quarterback, I think you really do need a number 1 wide receiver. I really do. I think that has to be done. And we'll see what the Giants do. Maybe they get Marvin Harrison Jr. Maybe they get Malik Neighbors. Maybe they go with J.J. McCarthy in the second round, or trade up in the late first round to get J.J. McCarthy if that's what they want to do. Again, this will be depending on what Joe Shane wants to do. If he likes the quarterbacks, he'll go out of his way to get one. If he doesn't, you can't force the quarterback pick. You can't force one, right? If they don't like Michael Penix and Michael Penix is there at 5th, they can't just go, well, we're going to take Michael Penix because he's the quarterback left on the board. That's not the way you draft. That gets you into trouble, but it'll be interesting. Allison, thank you so much. Top free agents we try to get this offseason. So I haven't looked at the linemen as far as they go, but I can tell you the positions that we should look for. By the way, thank you. We got 738 likes. Appreciate it. They should definitely look at a number 1 wide receiver. They should look at a guard or 2 and an edge rusher. That, to me, that's where they need to put the money if they're going to go free agent. They need to put their money in those positions and obviously go out and draft some guys as well. I also think they might need to look at the secondary because Adoree Jackson's not going to be here. McKinney's not going to be here. Dane Belton played very well today, but I don't know what they're going to do. It'll be very interesting. Pencil Man, thank you so much. Happy New Year and Merry New Year, of course. Happy New Year to everybody out there. I got 2023 is over for the Giants. It's been a tumultuous season. It's been a really bad season, but I could never get through these seasons without you guys and girls. You're all amazing. I really do appreciate it. As always, thanks so much. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to do my post game. I'm going to eat dinner, and then I'll be live, like I said, for the Lakers and Pelicans. And that'll end a long day of YouTube for me, and then I'm going to go relax and enjoy the new year. Hopefully, you guys and girls stay safe. Go out and have a good time. Like I said, if you're going to go out and have a good time, do it. I don't know what you young people do this day and age. I don't really know because I haven't been a young people in a long time. But whatever you do, do it safe, have a good time, and enjoy the new year however you decide to enjoy it. And once again, the final score today, the Rams beat the Giants 26-25. We gave it a try. We came close. We ended up losing. Enjoy your new year, everybody. We'll see you soon. It is the Baddog Dizzle.